Well, hello and welcome. Good afternoon, good morning, or good wherever you are in the world, as our Joe loves to say. However, our Joe is sunning himself somewhere in Madrid still, I believe, or he's on his way back. But guess who's back?
Yes.
Our lovely Nana Jan, she's
I'm
back. We're
back.
welcoming her back into the fold. It's so lovely to have you back,
It feels
Jan.
ages since I've been here, honestly. Honestly, I've been such a
But
switched
you have
off.
been becoming
I've
Nana.
been upgraded, yes.
You're in the Nanan Club.
I'm still a mummy, but I'm a nana as well now,
Yes.
and I couldn't be more delighted, honestly.
Oh,
Yes.
and he's absolutely beautiful. I've seen some sneaky pictures this afternoon while we had a little catch
He's
up.
a little sweetheart, he is, and I'm missing. This is the first day that I've not actually been able to squeeze him, so I'm having withdrawal symptoms already.
Bless you. However, to take your mind off our lovely little chap, we've got a cram-packed full
We
afternoon.
have.
We've got a couple of hours of crafty fun.
Yep.
We've even got the return of one of our old favourites, which we're really excited
I
about.
know.
Coming up about
Just-
five-ish, half
just for
five-ish.
sort of one time
only. Well, we say one time only, but a special
This week.
occasion. We've got Craft Wars back today, so
Yeah,
we're really looking
in about
forward
an
to that
hour's
as well.
time, I think.
Yeah, around that. But what else have we got lined up
We've
this
got
afternoon?
all sorts lined up, and I must admit, when I saw what was on today's show, I got really excited because there's lots of inks and stampy things on today. And any of you that know me know that that's my kind of thing. So yes, I'm fantastic. So I think I've been on a bit of a learning curve today, I must admit, because you wouldn't believe how many things have changed in a couple of weeks since I was last here, and I've been such like, tell me about this, tell me about that. And one of the things they said to me, which is new, and I hope you guys are aware of this and not just me, is that we are actually coming through our brand new Facebook page now on Crafters TV. So we want as many of you as possible to actually get onto there. So through Facebook, there's a little bit on the bottom of the screen here. Just type in Crafters TV on your search bar. It will bring up the page and then click like, okay? And then you'll get all the notifications coming up as to every time we're live, what we've got coming up, what's on this week, next week, etc. And that's where we're actually watching from today.
It is. We've got our phones in our hands. So you definitely need to be watching to comment.
Questions and things like that, comments, that's the one that we're going to be checking, all right? So if you're watching on my page or on Deb's page or on the Crafters UK or US, we're not going to pick up any of the stuff there.
There you
right?
go.
So
all
get
on the bottom
onto
of the
that
screen.
Crafters TV, get the like button hit, and then join us with, you'll find the video on there, join us on there, and that's the one that we've got on the feed here. And I can see there's a lot of you on there already. So hi, welcome. We just need to get the word out. So if you've got friends out there that haven't signed up on it yet, get them, pass the message out. We'll get everybody in the same place.
Right, so what else have we got? We've got, what you won't know this yet because our Joe normally does this section. It's about the Crafters calendar, the Crafters TV calendar of what's coming up this week. So we've got a little bit to show you right now of what is coming up. So today, obviously, we've got Monday Makers. Tomorrow, we've got the launch party. But can you see underneath there, Jan? Crafters TV special.
And if it's special, who's going to be here?
Of course, it's got to be our Sarah. We've got something special lined up for you tomorrow at 5 p.m. UK time. Check out the Crafters TV page for the rest of the times on there. Now on Wednesday, we've got Creative Cravings, and I will be back.
Yep.
So and of course, our lovely Joe.
Joe's back on
We'll
Wednesday,
be back with his slight suntan. He's told us slight suntan.
Just a slight one. It's better than what we've got here, isn't it?
And then I'll be back again on Thursday with Cartload. So Thursday at 7 p.m, we've got the Cartload as well. Now though, this week, really exciting, we've got Friday's Craft House.
Craft House on
and
Friday,
our Joe is going to be here with Paper Dynamics. So some of you in the crafting world will know about our lovely Keith. And Keith is going to be joining Joe on Friday
That's
Friday
going to be a
afternoon.
good show.
Oh, I think it'll be, you'll really need to tune in. It's going to be a fabulous show. But look, we're spoiling you this week. So Saturday, the 29th, which is the extra day.
It is.
It's the extra day of the month. It only comes around once every 4 years. But we've got our lovely Sarah, and I think she's going to be here with Craig for the HSM preview of what's coming up over at HSM, which will be at 3 p.m. on Saturday. Oh, where's John? Do you know, we've got our Johnny. You'll have to excuse him, Jan. You'll have to excuse him. He keeps pressing the wrong buttons.
Does he?
Laura's on her way back from Jamaica, bless her. And she'll be back tomorrow. So there'll be none of that. We'll get the professionals back in.
I thought I'd have got my invisibility cloak on then.
We have a laugh. He's laughing in his ear because Johnny reminds me sometimes. A bit ditzy, just presses wrong things.
Oh, there's a lot of buttons on that console though. I've seen it.
Now we've got a special 24-hour deal just for you. Now normally we do this a little bit later on, don't we? But we thought we're going to get this in right now to show you. Do you want to tell them what it is?
I will, yeah, because we wanted you to get the best of it, all right. So, on the bottom of the screen here, then, we've got our 24-hour deal. And just for the next 24 hours from now, we've got a clearance section on our website. So, at crafterscompanion. I love the bit where Joe said, wherever you are. Yep. I love that, yeah. If you pop on the website, go through that window for Monday Makers, there's a clearance section. But if you use the code CLEAR10, so CLEAR and then the digits 10, you will actually get an extra 10% off the clearance prices.
Wow.
And then of course on top of that, there's always your Club Inspire discount as well. So lots of bargains to be had, and that's why we wanted to tell you at the top of the show to give you plenty of time to shop. And don't forget, you can still shop while you're sat watching us too. Okay. So what have we got coming up then, the show today?
Tell you what we're going to show. We're going to kick things off. So is this the way you're going to move over to the other side? Yes. So I'll tell you what, Jan, because you're going to kick.
Am I off on my travels?
I'm cracking the whip.
Yes.
You go first. Right. So I'm going to show you the deals that we've got coming up while our Jan just heads over to the other side of the room. The studio. So first things first, we have got our colour blends. Spectrum Noir, we've got the colour blends by Spectrum Noir, where you can choose which one you want out of this deal for you can see the full price, $24.99 or $34.95. But we've got a special offer today, 2 for £35 or $45. And you're getting a lot in that gorgeous presentation tin, but our lovely colour blends. We've got a section coming up later on this afternoon where we're going to teach you a little bit more, or should I say Jan's going to teach us a little bit more. Now, one of my favourite new releases that have I just love these stamps. These are our lovely stamps by Molly Harrison. These are our photopolymer stamps, and you can choose from 8 different designs. So normally priced at £9.99 or $14.95 if you just want the one. However, we've got a special offer this afternoon, 2 for £16 or $24. Now, I say they're my favourites, but I've also got a soft spot for these. They're our collage stamps. These are our image and background stamps. Again, you can just choose the one if you want one at £9.99 or $14.95. However, we've got a special deal today only for 2 for £15 or $23. Oh, and I do love them. We've got, our Jan's got a lovely one planned for that one, a lovely demo, so stay tuned. Now, we've also got some of our expression dies that are on the show today. In fact, I say on, this is everything that you can see on the screen right there. So we've got 5, which include, oh my days, let me just get my eyes in. Just because, special day, you're invited, happy Easter, and congratulations. So these are our special occasions expressions collection, and again £11.50 for the whole lot or $17.50, a saving of 20%. Now I've got a little bit coming up later on where I'm bringing the circle sentiment stamps and die collections. We've got 5 different bundles today, 2 of each of the circle sentiments that are in there, and I'll go through those in more detail for £11.50 or $19, a saving of 25% today. We've also got some special cardstock. So the cardstock is our Luxury Centura Pearl collection, and you're getting two packs. This is not one pack, 2 packs of the Luxury Ivy or the lovely Fresh White. Again, beautiful cardstock. Great chance to stock up on what we call craft room essentials for £17.98 or $25.48. And that is a saving of 25%. Now then, is our Jan all ready for us, Johnny?
Right, so welcome to our little craft studio. I've forgotten how bright it was in here, to be honest. I could do with my sunglasses on, it's that bright. Goodness me. So we're going to start off then on this section with the collage stamps. I know our Debs has just run through what's coming up on the show. Now, I must admit, these are a particular favourite of mine. I love, as I say, any of you that know me sort of know that I love the inks. anything to do with colour, and stamping was where I started out with my crafting journey, and today it's still something that I thoroughly enjoy. So I'm going to show you some product, I'm going to show you some samples, and then I'm going to do you a demo literally from beginning, because quite often we come and say, oh, here's the bit that I prepared at home, but I wanted to show it you all the way through today. So let's have a look at the actual product first, and we've got these on offer today. They are £9.99 each, but if you wanted to choose two today, you've got two of them for £15, all right? So you're sort of getting one at half price. So the first one we've got then is called Let Your Spirit Soar, and you can see there we've got that lovely butterfly as a feature on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm bringing on top of it this one that we've stamped out, so you can see all the elements that you get. So the idea behind these is that you've got different elements to make up a background. You've got a focal point if you want to add a feature to your card, and then you've also got some sentiments on there. So pretty much everything to make a card with a collage type background. So that's Let Your Spirit Soar. All right, and these are polymer stamps. They are beautiful. We'll have a look at the stamps in more detail when I get to the demo. So that's the first one. So if we move that one out, we've then got Cherish Every Moment. So again, that gorgeous rose on this one, and they're a decent size. If I bring you that stamped board in again, these are stamped out from the stamp. So again, you can see the size of that one. That's your feature stamp. Absolutely adore the crackle one going on here, and these, you know, I find that I don't always use these as a set. These are the kind of stamps that when you've done a project and you think, oh, it just needs a little something just to finish it off, these are the ones that you go to sets. You've got that lovely crackle, you've got a little splat here in the corner, the smear, and then you've got some smaller elements to decorate, and each one has got its own sentiments in there. All right, friends like you are precious and few. There's some really nice ones in there. So that's the second one. Third one then is Heartfelt Wishes, and this is the one that I'm going to demo with. So it's got like that lilac flower in here. So again, if we bring the board in, you can see a bit better what we've got on offer. So that's that lovely focal point. Again, script stamp in there is a really good one for making backgrounds, and then you've got the extra bits in here and the sentiments again in there. So we've got a thanks a bunch in there, which works lovely with the flowers, wishing you the happiest of birthdays, and then the heartfelt wishes, which is what this particular one's called. So don't forget, you can buy them individually at £9.99, but then why not, if you can't choose between them, two of them, you're saving money because you're going to get two of them for £15. So the next one is the beautiful peony. So again, it's a floral aspect in this one, but each one has got its own set of stamps to accompany it. So again, you've got this gorgeous peony flower, which you could just use on its own if you wanted to. But again, we've got these extra elements. So this one's almost like a chicken wire. So make great backgrounds with it. And I'm going to show you how to do that when we get to the demo. Love the actual little ink splats. And then again, you've got some really nice sentiments and some swirls and little wrought iron pieces just to finish off the designs. So that's that one. Next one is Feathered Friend. Okay, and again, we'll bring that extra board in for you there. Look so that you can see the size of them. So this one's the focal point here again. You've got that lovely spray of flowers with the little birdie here at the bottom. And then this one's like a wood grain. I get more excited about these than I do the actual focal points. The wood grain one, again, brilliant for adding extra detail, extra texture to your backgrounds. You've got the little flowers, so you can stamp these out, and if you like to decoupage, you can layer them up onto that main image. Got the sentiments in there again and some extra details at the bottom. So they're all a similar makeup of the sets. You can see the theme through them, but each one, there's no stamps are actually duplicated in these. So the next one's Born to Fly. We've got that lovely swallow in this one. And again, when you see them stamped out, this one's got a music stave in here, which again, brilliant for background features. Got the feathers in here, so you can actually make a background that matches to complement it and use the bird at the front, and then that gorgeous coffee ring as well. So if you like things like journaling and things like that, they're great for that kind of stamping as well that you could introduce into your journaling. So there's 6 different ones there to choose from, £9.99 each set, and you're getting a good, I think they're all pretty much between 9, 10, 11 components per set. So if you were to buy the whole set, you've got a really good range to go for there. Needless to say, I did actually buy the whole set because you find you want that bit from that set and you like that bit from that set. So it was a case of working out what they were going to cut. Nah, we'll just have them all. You know what I'm like. So, but like I said, if you wanted to just choose 2 today, we're looking at 2 for £15 for you today. If you're over in the States, they're $14.95 each. So let's have a little look at just a few examples then. I've just pulled a few out of the box for you. Are we doing a close-up on these ones? He's saying yes. So let's pop these and see if we're in the right place there. So that's that lovely Born to Fly. And you can see there that, you know, that background, we're using the inks. We've got the water reactive inks on the show today as well. And that's what I'm going to use when I do my background, okay? And that's that lovely butterfly as a feature on that card. All right. Then I picked one out that's got the rose on. So that was that next. So you can see there again how we've built up the background. Can you see the crackle on that background detail here? Yep. And then that lovely flower as a focal point again, all using items from that stamp set, using your, you know, the water reactive inks, your pigment inks if you've got those. All right, so that's the next one. Then this is the one that not the card, this is the stamp set I'm going to use, the one with the lilac on. And you can see there how we've created a little sort of element here with one of the bits from the stamp set. We've created a background with the stamp flower, and then you've got that main one as a focal point at the front. So layer them all up, you can decoupage them however you like to do them. And then we had that beautiful peony flower. So again, using it to make a background, we've gone black and white in the background and then just that spot colour for that section at the front there, just to highlight it. So again, if you don't want to use any of the extra elements, you make them work for you, how you like to do them. And then we had the one with the little birdie on the bottom there, that lovely spray of flowers there, just with the bird at the bottom. And then the last one was that Born to Fly, and he's there with the inks again, making them lovely backgrounds. You can see the feathers in the background there, you can see that music stave, you can see the coffee ring, and everything works together. All the details have been thought about so that you can actually make your background. So, having said that, I thought we'd literally go through from a piece of white card today, one piece of white card, because normally it's like, this is a background we've done earlier, but I wanted to show you right from the start today. And what I've also brought with me, and this is just something that I've printed off the internet, is my colour wheel, because I know a lot of people, when I've been teaching, a lot of people have said, oh, I don't quite know where to start with colour. How do you decide which colours to use? A lot of it is just having a play around and see what works. A lot of it is favourite colours. I tend to go for pink tones quite often. But if you look at the colour wheel there, you've got a set of colours that you know will work. For example, we've got red, blue and yellow, which are our primary colours. So you know that that sort of triangle of colour will work. Your secondary colours go to the orange, the green and the purple. If you want complementary colours, you're going opposite each one. So you know that purples and yellows work together. Pale lemon and lilac look really nice together for spring colours. The orange with the blue tones works well. And this is quite often something that's quite useful to have sat on your desk. I have this stuck on my wall at the side of me, because if you're not sure, then have a look at it. And I tend to sort of think, right, well, I fancy sort of this tealy colour today, and then we go from there as to what we're going to do. So let me show you what I did originally. I put these side by side. This was the Peony collection, and I've gone with sort of warm tones on this one. So of course the pink made an appearance here, and then I've literally skipped a couple and gone to the orange tones. And then I've skipped again and I've gone to the yellow tone. So we've got warm colours going on this one, which are all from this side of my colour wheel. For the demo, I'm going to do the other side for you to show you the actual cooler colours. And I've actually picked out, let me just move that one to one side. I've picked out of our water reactive ink pads, the fuchsia for my pink layer. I've picked out the crushed velvet for my purple layer. And then I've picked out parakeet for that blue layer. So I've gone one colour, miss a colour, one colour, miss a colour, one colour. I know now that these three colours are going to go nicely together. So let's move that to one side. I'm going to bring in, you've seen us use our sponge applicators before. If I'm covering a large area, I like to use the rectangular ones. If I'm using a smaller area, I like to use the little round ones. So whichever ones you prefer to do. And all I'm going to do is take my ink to my craft, my glass mat there. Absolutely beautiful. And then we're just going to scoop some of it up onto our applicator and basically load it up with the ink. Now I'm just going to grab a little bit of tissue ready, and then from the edge of my card I'm literally just going to get that colour down. And don't worry at this stage what it looks like. People say to me, oh, I can't colour blend, but by the time you've done adding your layers, splashing a bit of water at it, popping some stamps on top of it, honestly it all blends in together. Now I tend to work in sets of 3, so 3 of one colour. So we've got a corner here. I'm going to come in from this side with a bit more of the pink, and then I'll probably spin it again. And can you see how I'm actually spinning my artwork? And then we'll pop a little bit down here as well. So again, don't worry what it looks like at this point. Don't worry if you've got lines in it or if you've got corners in it off the pad, don't worry. And then I'm going to swap that pad out for another one. And we will actually go for one of the next colours. So just give that a little bit of a white, and we'll go in with the purple, I think, next. So again, bit down on the glass mat, and this is where your glass mats come in brilliantly. Again, pick the ink up on there, get some into that applicator. You can see it working in there into the applicator. And again, I'm just going to pick 3 spots and bring that purple in. So we'll have a little bit there. We'll have a little bit in the middle here. And as I say, don't worry if you think, oh, it's got lines on it, don't worry. It all comes right. And then we'll turn it round and we'll just do a little corner at the bottom. So again, those sets of 3. Okay. And then the last colour we chose for that one was the parakeet. Okay. So let's just give that a clean again. I'll just give it a little bit of a spray to clean that up. So the parakeet then, I love this one. One of my favourite colours. I love the teal colours. Again, pick it up. I'm doing exactly the same thing each time. Load that applicator so that you've got the colour coming through, and then I'm going to fill the gaps with that blue. And you can see those 3 colours now working really nice together. So let's just get that one into the middle there. And then I'm going to fill that one. We've just got 2 spaces left for the blue, but that's fine. Okay. And then what I tend to do is go back to my first colour. So I'm just going to pop the pink one back on and do a little bit of a blend over all of it now so that we get some sort of blending going on in the middle. So you can see where the blue and the pink have overlapped, we've got a bit of extra purple. And just blend those out. And we've got that coverage now, what started out as a piece of white card, and it's white stamping card that I'm using, which we've also got on the show today. So just smooth surface is best for this. Okay, so we've got those on our screen there. If you're after the stamping card today, we've just got that along the bottom of the screen for you. Let's just have a little clean up. And then what I'm going to do, because these are water reactive inks, we're actually going to pop some water on it. So I'm just going to spray some onto my craft. And again, glass mat, couldn't be without my glass mat. And what I'm going to do, I've just got my paintbrush, load up my paintbrush, and then we're just going to tap some onto the background. I love this. It's so easy to do. So if you're wanting to stock up on the ink pads today, we've got the water reactive ink pads on today from our Harmony range. And you can buy 5 of them today for the price of 4 of them. Okay, so if you're missing any of the colours, if you're wanting a little stock up, absolutely brilliant. They're there on the bottom of the screen for you. Now what this does, because the way that these inks are made, and they are made to react with water, the water starts to play around with the ink and push it out. Now the longer you leave it, the better the effect. But that should have been on there long enough now, and because we're on TV, we'll keep going. And all I'm going to do now is blot it with a piece of kitchen paper. And you'll see once I've blotted it, that it actually starts to lift the colour out. And I'll show you this a bit closer up in a second. So just blotting it, it lifts the colour. So you've now got a second layer. So let's just have a little look at that on the close-up there. And you can see those ink spots, okay? Brilliant, okay? You see how it's just bleached it out, that little bit there? And that's what the inks are designed to do. And as I say, the longer you leave it, the more pronounced that will be. So the first layer then was my colour. The second layer was the water. Now we're going to bring those lovely collage stamps into play. So I've chosen the Heartfelt Wishes, which had that lovely lilac spray on. Okay, taking those out of my packet, the first thing I'm going to do is add some detail in the background. And I must admit, when I'm doing this, I too tend to do it without a block. Now, if you feel more confident, you've got your stamp presses, you've got the rocker blocks, you've got acrylic blocks, whatever you like to use, you can go for. But when I'm doing them as a background, I tend to just use them in my hand and just use bits of them rather than doing a whole block, which you can do, but I like to just add bits in. And I like to go colour on colour. So what I'm going to do is I'll start with the pink one again, just dab this onto my ink pad to pick up some colour. And then I like to literally just pop it in places so that you've got colour over colour, and it's just bringing that element in. So we'll fill some of the pink spaces in with the text stamp, okay? And if for any reason, you think, well, you've got your fingers on the back of the stamp, Jan, it's going to make a mess of it. If it does, just run it under the tap, all right, and then let it air dry, and it will all go tacky again for you to use on a block next time, so don't worry about that. And again, I tend to just give them a little rub over, probably with a smooth cloth rather than my kitchen paper, just to clean them up, and then that's going to go back on my carrier sheet. And then also in there, we've got this gorgeous swirly one. Let's bring this one out. And I am actually going to put this one on my stamp platform. So I've just got the little mini one here, and we've got a lovely swirl going on. So again, I'm going to go colour on colour. So let's bring that turquoise one back in, load up the stamp, and then we'll pop this into some of the places where I've got the blue going on. And if you find it's not dark enough, then obviously don't forget that our ink pads come in 3 shades of one colour tone. But you can see that that shows up nicely over the top of there. So we'll do another one in the turquoise. Just pop that on there. And we'll bring one. And again, rotate your stamp so that it's not the same way all the time. We'll pop that one at the bottom there. Okay. And then we'll bring in the purple as well. And we'll pop a couple over the purple areas just to bring it all together. Now I'm going to leave a space for where I want to put my flower, I think probably in the middle here. So we'll bring one in at this side. Okay, and don't be afraid to stamp off the edge of your page as well. If you bought sort of a sheet of wrapping paper, the print's never just all in the middle. It looks as if it's been cut from a bigger sheet. Same with your stamping. Don't be afraid to just take them over the edge and maybe just have a small piece of it. You don't have to have the whole piece there. Yeah? So that's that one. And then we've also got that lovely little, for want of a better word, I'm going to call it a smudge. A smudge. It looks as if you've smudged the ink. Brilliant. So let's have a go with that one, and we'll just pop a bit more of the pink. I don't want to go too mad because I'm going to stamp my flower as a focal point. So again, we'll just pick this up. We'll just pop a little bit there. And then I'm going to do one in the blue. And you can see now why I'm always covered in ink, because this is what I end up like at home. I've got bits everywhere. I'm just going to pop one on that top corner. So that's sort of the next layer. So the first layer was the colour. The second layer was the water. And then the third layer was those background details from those lovely collage stamp sets. And then what I'm going to do next is take my focal point now. So we're going to take the whole flower, and I think that one fits on here. Yep. Okie dokies. And then I'm going to go with, I've got the grey finesse ink pad here. All right, so I want to make sure it's my watercolour. So waterproof dye ink, non-smear with watercolour. Because all the products that I'm using are water-based, I need to make sure that my ink here is not going to smudge, because we're going to add some more water in a second. So I want this to be the focal point on the card. So we'll get lots of ink on that one. And then I'm going to stamp this straight over the top. And because it's a wee bit bigger, I'm just going to bring in my stamp mat this time. And then we're going to pop this right over the top of the design and just give that a good press down. Beauty of having the stamp mat underneath it, if you haven't got one of those, you'll find them on our website, but it just absorbs the pressure from the stamp so that you can get a good contact with your cardstock. So we'll just give that a good press, and you can see now. So you could just leave it like that. You could leave it like that, it looks absolutely fine, but I just want to show you another little trick with the water now. Again, talking of water reactive inks, we can now go in with, and I've just got some water in my pot here, and I'm actually going to paint in to where the design is now. So literally just paint the water into the design here and just let it sit. And this is about having your right cardstock. Just let it sit on top of here. And you can see how it's slowly bleaching out the ink that's underneath. So let's have a look. So leave it as long as you can. As much water as it will take without lifting the surface of the card. And then when we blot it, you'll see what I mean about it lifting the ink out. All right, so I'll leave that for a second. I'm just going to do the same on the leaves. And this then allows you to add colour back that may be a slightly different colour to what you've already put in. So just let it settle. And then once we've given it a good blot, just to lift out that colour, you can see how much lighter they are now. Look, can you see here how it's going much lighter? And it's bleaching it out. Again, the longer you leave it, the more it will actually come out. So let's just pop that one. And then you can decide which colour to go back in with. So I'm going to take a bit of the turquoisey colour, because I've not got a green in this section. We'll use the turquoise. Again, I'm back on my glass mat, and I'm going to use it as a paint this time. So literally picking it up with my brush, little bit of water on there just to move it around, and we can then bring in this as a much stronger colour to actually colour in any detail that you want to take to bring it forward. Okay, so we're going to have got artistic license. We're having turquoise leaves on this one, because I've not got a green in this one. You could add some green to it if you wanted to, but can you see how we've gone straight over the top of that one now? And then I'm going to bring that lovely crushed velvet, which is my purpley one, and we're going to use that for the actual flowers on here. So again, using that mat as my palette, bit of water on the brush, load up my brush, and then we can bring this in as a much darker colour over the top of what we've already done. Whoops, she says, mopping it up. Okay, so just literally colouring it in. I mean, you can all have a go at this. I'm no artist. This is why I like rubber stamps, because, or the acrylic stamps, the photopolymer stamps, because it gives you the line art to work with. I'm not much good at drawing, but I love stamping and then turning that into something special. So this could be the actual focal point. You get the idea of where I'm going with that there. So I'm not going to colour it all in, but can you see how it's bringing it back out off the card again? And then literally just mounting it onto some black, because we've used a darker ink to stamp with. If we just mount that onto a piece of black, all of a sudden it begins to pop, okay? But if you didn't want to go down this route, I've just got one more bit to show you today. And this is something else that I love doing a lot. And all I've done here is stamp that flower onto a piece of book paper. And it's something I like using quite a lot. So it may be that you actually want that to stand out a wee bit further and add a piece over the top. And then one of the sentiments from that set, and you can see how you can build those cards up, which is roughly where I came to with this one. It was just using the peony set rather than the one with the lilac flower on. Okay, so $9.99 per set. And like I said, each set's got between 9 and 11 stamps in there. Or if you're wanting to choose 2 of them today, 2 for £15 there, plus your fabulous Club Inspire discount. Right, I think our Debs is on her way back.
I am.
I
Crossing straight over. Crossing straight, just waltzing in here.
Right, so don't forget, make sure you're on that Crafters TV page. Have we got people watching, Debs?
We have lots and lots of people watching, loving your demo, loving the backgrounds, loving that technique, loving the stamps.
I love these stamps,
loads
honestly.
Of people asking, we've had a couple of people asking about how you clean your stamps and things like that. So with some questions being asked about how to clean a stamp.
If you're using a water-based ink, then literally this used to be a pillowcase in a former life, which has been chopped up.
I can tell.
Just a soft cloth. If you use kitchen paper, you'll find that it roughs it up and you'll get bits stuck to your stamp. But with a soft one, I literally just take it to my stamp now and I'll just give it a good scrub. And then it goes back on my stamp set.
So there you go.
If it's a permanent ink that you're using, if you're using something like our Finesse for the, like the one a grey one that I use that is a permanent one, or if you're using stays or anything like that, you would need a cleaner for it if you want to clean them off. But I'm very naughty. I don't clean mine much.
I really
don't clean mine. And they still work. Yeah. Okay.
Right, so keep your questions, keep asking your questions. We're going to have a little short break. I say a short break.
A short break?
A little short break. We've got a little bit of a Club Inspire little video. For you to have a look at.
I thought we were off for a cuppa then.
No, but we could do it one.
You were just teasing.
While we have a quick reset for the next one. But yes, so just take note, this is Club Inspire, and this means you'll get the extra saving if you're a member. Are you a member?
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
Oh gosh, you caught me. We were having a little quick shuffed around there. We were really, whoof. Do you think you've got a long time to get really readjusted? No, not at all. However, I'm all ready. I'm ready for this next bit. So this is our circle, sentiment and stamp. So this is our stamp and die sets. Get it right. Sentiment, circle, dies and stamp sets. I'll get it the right way around. We've got a great little cracking deal for you this afternoon where you could get to choose. Well, you're not choosing because we've got some sets for you. And I believe we've got 5 sets. I've got them here already. Bet you're getting 2 of these for £11.50 or $19. So you're saving yourself. You can see it on the screen, 25% today, plus your Club Inspire. You've just seen our star talking about the Club Inspire. If you're not a member, why are you not a member? If it's your first time joining as well, you're going to get an extra 20% off too if it's your first time order. So what I'm going to do is show you each set. Now, I've popped them here like this. I thought I'll do them all in order so I know where I am and I know what I'm doing. But this is all about the circular sentiment. Now in each of these sets you're getting a stamp that coordinates beautifully with this, but you're also getting the circle sentiment die, but then we're throwing in a couple of little extra dies as well. So we've got almost like some little nesting dies, some stitched circles. I call this a squiggly circle, but it's a circle with a squiggle around it. And then we've got the die that actually cuts out this beautiful one. Now this is just for you. So in this set, we've got just for you, and we also have sending hugs. In fact, if I move them out way, it'll be less confusion. So there you go. You're getting the two sets, sending hugs, those beautiful bears. They remind me of Yogi bears, these. They're absolutely gorgeous. But each one has got that lovely circle sentiment, and then inside is another lovely circular scalloped stitched edge there, and then the die that's going to cut out this so that you've got this in a very versatile way. So that is the first of the sets, £11.50 or $19. The second set that I have for you is So Sorry and With Sympathy. So on this one, you've got the So Sorry with the beautiful bunny rabbit, and then on this one we've got the With Sympathy with that lovely floral design and again the circle sentiment. And you can see each one of these, 5 pieces in each set. Incredible saving today of £11.50 for these two, or the other two if you like the other two. But the choice is yours. Now then, the next set we have is Special Friends and With Love. Love this one. But this is your With Love and the special, I mean, together, even so beautiful together. Lovely cat and dog there. But again, each one that circular sentiment with the matching set of dies that can cut out that stamp as well. So that's one of the choices that you have. The next one we have, so the fourth set we have, are Good Luck, Feel Better. So again, 2 lovely designs. They don't need to say any more than what they actually say, because that's exactly what you're sending. But those 2 are your next ones. Same design where you've got that circle sentiment and the extra little bits thrown in there and those stamps as well to finish that off. And then the last in this set is Thank You and Congratulations. So we've got 2 really nice ones there when you want to send a little bit of thanks to somebody, or when you want to congratulate somebody, whether it be the married, engagement, anniversary, lots of different things. Now I've got some amazing samples to show you as well. Let me just remind you though, this is £11.50 or $19, a saving of 25% off today on these sets. So really, you could have a couple if you want to, choose 1 or 2. The choice is yours. It's all down to you. What I'm going to do is show you some of the samples in how to use them and how versatile these really are. So let me see if I can remember if I've got, oh, do you know, one of these days. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Look, you can see that beautiful circular design there with the matching stamps. Absolutely fabulous. But there's lots of ways you can use them as well. This one I really like because it's got that lovely aperture cut out through the middle, and then use the stamp to actually create your background paper and then coloured in with some of our spectrums. Taking it into your box making. Look how beautiful that is on the box. Absolutely fabulous. Now using some other products that we have, so you may be able to recognise in the background there. But that circular sentiment, that circular feel, bringing your nesting dies to add that extra bit of depth and dimension. Pop that onto there, but you've got that beautiful design in. I've got a few more to show you because there's some really lovely ones, but they are all beautiful. They're all versatile and you can use them in so many ways. That one is just for you, and another one just by using the same, have I got that right way? Debbie, get the right way around. The same circle sentiment, but just by using backgrounds with the inks. That's taking our water reactive ink pads. Something very simple. Just cut out a couple and layer them up. Again, adding it into box. I love this one. It's a little box of dog treats. Little animal treats inside there, not chocolates. Shaker cards, you can make your shaker cards with them. Use them with your embossing folders. Again, just very simplistic, but it does exactly what it needs to say. I'll get the right way around again. And then the snippability factor. So you can take your scissors and snip out using the circular nesting die there in the middle, but then just taking that to snip that out. It's just showing you lots of different ways. And if I bring that one in, exactly the same one, using in the middle, but then taking those parts and just taking a little scissors, snip them up, add them on to add a little bit of decoration, a little bit of decoration. But That's exactly what they are. There's not much more you need to say. I'm just going to pop those down there for a second because I know what'll happen. I'll knock them everywhere. So I thought what we'll do is we'll do a little demo of them. We'll use them with some of our gorgeous Centura Repel. And what I thought I'd do a little bit of put everything in here. Shaker card in here, cut the circle sentiments out, use it as a little bit of an aperture as well. So I've got all my little bits ready. But what I'm going to start off with first is a piece of white stamping card. We've got white stamping card on the show today. You've seen our Jan use it earlier, but we do have this on, and I believe if our Johnny works his magic, just on the bottom, you can see that we've got a nice saving today. Is it $9.99, Johnny? Perfect. $14.99, so a great little saving. So first things first, I think what I'm going to do is show you, and I'm using the So Sorry for this one. So I've got the circle sentiments. This is your sentiment, okay? And these are the extra two little bits as well. I'll come back to these in a moment because this is our stamp and our lovely die that cuts out as well. But I'll come back to those in a minute because what I'm going to do is create a little bit of an aperture cutting through the cardstock. So with that, I'm going to place that in the middle. I'm going to take these two, and you can see these work beautifully together. You can use them in the middle if you want to cut them out, but you can use them separately as well. So I think I'm just going to place these on to my white stamping card first. Quite happy with those there. I'm going to take a little bit of tape and just tape them down into place. I'll pop them on there. And then just that one there. I'm going to bring in my Gemini plates. Wow, Jan's been hiding things from me. She's put a stamping platform on top. I nearly missed them. There we go. So pop that on the top. And with it being a thin metal die, it's just your thin metal die combination of your plates. So I'm going to run that through the Gemini. Now don't forget, any questions you want to ask, our Jan's just having a breather in the other room. Fire away on Crafters TV. You need to be liking the page so that you can watch us on there. All our comments where both myself and Jan are both watching from and interacting with you guys today, because obviously we don't have our Joe here. We're having to do it ourselves. We've been spoilt the last couple of weeks. So we're having to do it ourselves. But if you want to comment or ask any questions, go over to Crafters TV. That's where you need to be writing your comments for us to see them. Now, I'm just going to show you, if I bring these out, you can see now I've got some extra little elements that I've cut out. I'm going to leave that one there for a second. It's almost like a starburst, that one. I think that's lovely. Then we've got that lovely stitched design as well. However, what it's also done is given me an extra little middle that's come out of there that I can use later on if I want. And all I'm just going to do is prise this out because I want to create this little bit of an aperture. So again, just be gentle when you're taking it out. But you can see now that I've got each one cut out, but I've also got this that I can use. Now I am going to use this separately. I could, do you know what I could have done? I could have actually used me inks to ink this up instead of cutting it out again. However, I'll stick with my original plan. So I'm just going to move that to one side just for a second, but that's the aperture that I'm going to work with. But I'm just going to cut out, using the Centura Pearl, I'm just going to cut out the circle sentiment again. This time though, I'm going to use the middle part of the die because I want the whole of this to cut out. So by placing that next one in, if I left that on its own, without the use of that, it would just cut out a solid. Bringing this in together means I'm going to get the circle sentiment itself plus a little bit of an aperture created as well. So I'm going to pop those on together, just run those through again, place that through. Now, getting really busy for these, so I'm just going to go back over that little bit of that deal because you've got to choose. There's 5 sets. They come in a set of 2. Go over to the website. You can shop and watch at the same time, but go over there and have a look at the sets that you like. They're really proving to be very busy at the moment. They're incredibly popular. Is there any wonder when they're at that price? I mean, it is a really good price today. You're getting both of them for £11.50 or $19, which I think is an incredible price today. Now, I've got this bit. I could save this bit for later because I don't need that bit for this one, but you can save this. Now, I just need to grab my pokey tool and poke out these little extra parts and just pop out the extra little things to make sure that your word really does pop out. So again, I'm just going to take this out all the way around. In fact, where's my one that I made earlier? Where's the one that I did? Here it is. So all you'll do is pop this out, but then you've got that lovely, beautiful sentiment. So let me just bring that in close so you can see Is that close enough, Johnny? Can you see that? Fabulous. Really delicate as well. It's a really delicate. But because I used that extra dye that was in the middle, that's created this lovely little aperture. It would have created a solid. However, we've still got this little bit was the waste. It's not waste. Keep hold of that. You can use that for another time. Now, I'm just going to bring in the stamping mat. What did Jan do with the stamping? I've seen it. I found it. So I'm going to take this little bit that we had cut out earlier from my aperture and I'm going to stamp onto it. I've also created some others that I've already pre-done. However, I'm just going to show you this next little bit because I have two elements here. We've got the stamp. So we'll place that onto our little stamping mat. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, found it. Put that onto the stamping mat. Now, depending on what you're going to colour this in with, will depend on the ink pad that you're using. So because I'm going to use the water reactive ink pads for this, I'm taking the the waterproof dye, which is the non-smear when it comes to watercolour. Not like the ones Debbie were doing earlier and completely forgot. Now then, I'm just going to pop that on into the middle because I want that little design there. So you can see now I've used him onto that one, but what I'm going to do is also stamp another one, and this time, there we go, just stamp this one because I'm going to colour him in a minute. He's going to be used on the card. I'm going to pop that down there and you get that lovely crisp stamp, but then what you've got now is the ability to pop this die over the top of there and die cut that out separately should you want to. So with that, what did you do with your tape, Debbie? Oh, I had my tape in my hand a minute ago. Oh, it's still attached to die. Let's pick this up. Let's just get that little bit. Reuse my low tack. I don't know why can I just tell you, I don't know why I keep reusing low tack tape. Have you seen how much you get in a pack? 3 packs on what? Three of them in one pack. Credible it is. So I don't know why I'm being so reusable with that one. Right there, pop that on the top, place that over, and again, because it is a thin metal die, it's just your thin metal die combination through your Gemini. Now, I'm going to colour in. I think you just saw our Jan use those water reactive ink pads as some paint. We've got them on at a brilliant price of 5 for the price of 4. So if you're wanting to top up with your ink pads, today is the day to do that because they're on a great price of 5 for the price of 4. And we're not telling you what colours you've got to have. We're not putting them in a combination. You get to choose what colours you want this time. Now, I don't know if you can see the difference now that I've actually die cut him out and you can see he's already there. So what I'm going to do is take... Let's have a look. We'll use the I always get this one wrong. Fryer, wait a minute, Fryer Brown. Is that right, Johnny? Is that right? I've got it right. Now, Jan did leave me a cup. She did leave me a cup. Tell you what, not to worry. I've got my little paintbrush because you can use paintbrushes. We haven't got these on the show, but they'll be on the website. And all it is, you pick a little bit up with your brush and you're going to colour that in because they do act as a paint. Absolutely love these because they react with water. It means that you can actually build up as well your colour depending on how much water you add to it. I think these are fabulous. And again, just taking that over and I'm only picking up, and you saw how much ink I put onto there. I've still got loads left, but I can carry on colouring my other images. There we go, let's pop him on there. I think the water reactive ink pads are possibly one of my favourites because they're so versatile. Not only are they perfect for distressing, you saw our Jan using them in that first demonstration, getting that beautiful background colour, but you can then paint with them. You can use water to lift the colour with them as well. You can add a little bit more. So if I weren't happy, I could put a little bit more colour down onto him to give that lovely little bit of light and dimension as well. And again, we've got no smudging because I've used the right ink pad, which was the waterproof dye, to be able to make sure that this does not react with the water. Right, so I'm quite happy with that, but I have done ones that I've made earlier, so I'm just going to pop those to one side. Now let me just grab. Jan's so tidy, she's cleared up all the rubbish. She's too tidy, it's not like me, bless her. Right, there we go, let's move that one out of the way for a second. Now, I've also done something previously, but I'll show you in a moment. Going back to the aperture, you can see that I've got my aperture here. if I just bring in the one that I prepped earlier while I was busy chatting to Jan, I have actually used that bunny to create, and I've just used the ink pads to create a little background image at the back. I've added a little bit of acetate to the back as well, and you can see I've put some of our foam on because I am going to make a little bit of a shaker card with this as well. But first of all, I want to now, you see where I've got the aperture, I'm going to now take the word that I cut out with that previous in the lilac. I'm going to now just pop that into the middle there because I've got my acetate, it will stick on there. So all I need to do is bring in my dotty tape pen. I'm not sure if they're still on the website. You might need to check the website out, but you could use any of your glues. Tacky glue is a good one to use, but the dotty tape pen is quite good for this because it hits all the delicate parts that you want it to hit and misses. So you've got no splodgy glue through the outside. And all I'm going to do now is just sandwich this back in. So it's a case of finding the holes that it belongs to and popping that in. And I'm just going to take my time, just making sure that I slip that back in to the letters correctly. There we go. And if I just bring that in closely, you'll be able to see now. Can you see that I've actually just sandwiched that back in? And that's because I've got my acetate there to be able to create that, and so it sits firmly back in there. But it could have used my water reactive ink pads to use that. Could have used a multitude of colours. But you can see now, and all I've done around the edges, if you're just wondering what I've done, is taken one of the colours that I stamped with, which was the lemon tonic and the pale fig, and I've just distressed around the image there. Now, I'll bring in my card blank. And I've taken some of our Centura Pearl. We do have some Centura Pearl on the show today, which is the ivory and the fresh white that we have on two. Oh, I think we've got a great price. Oh, is it? So, I only have to say the word, don't I? Have you popped? Oh, you've popped it down here. You've popped it down here for me, Johnny. But you can see there. Go and check that out. It's one of our much loved. I say cardstock, it's much loved cardstock. It's that beautiful Centura Pearl, but it's £17.98 today for 2 packs of the most beautiful cardstock, or $25.48. 80 sheets, did you say, Johnny? 80 sheets, that's at a cracking price. Now then, I'm just going to place that on the top. And then I've taken my next one, which I'm just doing a little bit of matting and layering. I've just realised I'm using my dotted tape pen, which I don't want to be doing for this one. However, I've started now, so I'm going to finish. I'm going to pop that onto there. And then I've got that lovely bit of hang on a minute. Matting and layering. Let me just, before I put that down, there we go. Eyes were all wonky then. There we are. Now then, that's it. So, choice of. Now I'm just still debating this little bit. I said to our little crafty angel, oh, what have you got in ways of sequins for me shaker cards? So I've got my lovely little gems that I could use, or I've got some lovely sequins, and I wish I'd have put a little poll out at the beginning and decided which one, because I love them both. However, I think with my colour theme, I think I'm going to put a little bit of the lilac and the lemon down together. I think that might look nice. So first things first, I've got to line up where I want them, because I've got my shaker element. If you see, I've put my foam just around this part here and this part here. I'm not going to put any in here because I've got a little other thing that I'm going to use there. But before I do that, oh, nearly, Johnny, nearly, let me get the ones that I pre-coloured in earlier. My lovely little rabbit heads there, because I'm going to have them sneakily hiding behind the back there. So let's just pop on a little bit of tape, and I'll just pop a little bit down here. Let's line him up there. It's almost like a peekaboo he's playing. Pop that on there, and then I'm just going to do the same with this one. Down at the bottom, I'm going to have him so that when I turn him round, it looks like he's peeking through the window. I think it's really cute. Oh, I tickle myself sometimes, I really do. Now, I'm just going to put a few little gems just at the back. Let's just pop that one. I'm going to use these as well. A couple of little ones in that section, a couple in that section. Oh, hang on a minute. Johnny, guess what I've done? Back to front, Debbie, back to front. Guess what I've done? I've put them inside and I wanted to pop them on my cardstock. Oh, no. Tell you what, let's do a little bit of a hold that into place. Tip that up. There we go. see, there's a method behind my madness. I know what I'm doing after all, but I'm going to add a few more because I think these are absolutely beautiful. These lovely little gems. There we go, and add another couple of little colours. There we go. Now, all I'm going to do now is take off my tape. So just place that to one side for a second. Grab a pokey tool. Let's get our pokey tool back. And I'm just going to lift off my tape. There we go, that's one. So, have we got any questions coming through? That's what I need to know. I've got my phone here at the side, and I am going to have a little nosy through as well. I know our Jan's in the other room watching, and she's having a nosy. Have you got any more questions you want to ask? Let us know what you think. Are you excited about Crafty Wars coming back for 1 week only while our Joe is on his way back home? Because we are really looking forward to the Crafty Wars. We've missed playing Crafty Wars, although we have got lots of exciting games lined up for you over the next few weeks. Right, so let's pop this back on now then. I'm going to place that over. Let me just get those in the middle. And a little top tip that you can do to get it into place is you can pop a little bit of the wet glue on the back until you get that into place. However, I'm quite happy with that. I'm just going to seal those down. And then I'm going to add the one that I did earlier. Let's pop him on, and we're going to place him in the middle. So this time I'm actually using that waist that I said was waist, but it isn't waist because look, you can use that. And again, I'm just going to pop on the back, little bit of tape. There we go. Pop that in there. And then lastly, I'm just going to pop a little bit of tape and pop that on. And again, that's... Let's just pop those out of there. Let's move those out of the way. And then, there we go. So if I just pop that there for you to see, you can see now one way that you can use that. I've used the stamps in the background to create the background. I've used all of the dies to create this circle sentiment, including the other two that come with that kit, and then just added a little stamp and turned it into a little bit of a shaker card. So, very versatile dies on an incredible price this afternoon of £11.50 per two. However, shall I have a little nosy and see what people are commenting? Mind you, saying that, I think I've had a few technical glitches. Oh, Leona, Debbie, come back. Can you see me now, Leona? Hello, we're live. It's Monday. It's actually 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Can you see me? Now Anne's asking a good question. Do you need to twist and flick the dotty pen too? Always makes me think of our morning Granger. Yes, Anne, that's what I'm going to tell you. When you're using any of the tape pens, it's that lovely light motion and a slight little flick to just tear off the adhesive, absolutely, with the dotty tape pen, as with the ordinary one as well. Now, I can see lots of people. Liz is saying, yes, mine's come back now. So we must have disappeared for a slight second. I hope you can all see me now. Just refresh if you can't. However, I can see that there's lots of other people commenting. There's still loads of you watching, which I think is fabulous. Jan, do you have any questions? Because our Jan's come back to join me.
Keep going,
Since
keep going.
we all disappeared, everything just vanished.
Right, now we've had lots of people commenting, loved your demo.
Oh,
and the best bit was this bit. I actually love this bit.
My little motion, did you see it?
Laughing there, yeah, we were all laughing with you.
But the thing is, that's what we have to do sometimes, because Debbie sometimes doesn't think.
Bless you.
You know what it's like, Jan. You know what I'm like. I don't get called Ditsy Debs for nothing.
Oh.
I know.
There has been one or two, and all I want to say is we've had questions about the cardstock.
Yep.
And we've had some questions about the pencil crayons, which I'm hoping we will cover in our next little bit that we do.
Yes.
So I can answer the questions on those. Just a quick message to our Jeffrey, who I know is watching, and he's wanting to know why they've not seen any photos of my little grandson yet.
Oh, yeah.
And I will say I've got to respect my daughter's privacy because she doesn't want him all showing yet. So bear with me. All right. It's not because I don't want to show you him. I'm dying to introduce him to you. But at the moment, it's all very new and she just wants to keep him to herself for the time being.
My daughter's the same, Jan.
Yeah.
She don't mind me sharing on my personal page.
Yeah.
But she's just a little bit like when it's out there to everybody else.
So I will ask
no,
her
I know.
permission, and I am back next Monday. So if she agrees, I can give you a quick. Here he is, and there, now he's gone again. So are we moving on to the next section? Yes.
Ooh,
we've got some.
right.
So we've got some more stamps for you.
So
this
shall,
time.
do you want me
Shall
to?
we do a
yeah,
quick?
we'll do a
quick
side
step.
We'll do a quick swish.
A quick side step, and I've got some bits and pieces. Let me just move these out of the way.
Right.
Got some bits and pieces on
Are we
here.
all set, Jan? Because we have got some fabulous. Now, can I just say the Molly Harrison stamps are amazing. They're absolutely beautiful. Jan, you know what I would like.
I know.
I made a beeline
I know.
store. What did I do? I pounced on them all. I grabbed them all up, didn't I? And I went, I'm having these because they're absolutely fabulous. I love them. I did pay for them. Just don't think I went running into Wycliffe pinching things. I didn't. I did pay for them because they are just absolutely beautiful.
I bought all the collage ones and you bought all these, didn't you?
I did, because they're absolutely beautiful. So if you're wondering what Molly Harrison or who Molly Harrison is, she's a very talented designer.
She is.
And she has created those beautiful fantasy, I want to say mystique, but it's almost, it is.
It's got a real fairy tale element to it, hasn't it? Yeah.
Now these are incredible detailed stamps, and they're absolutely
And again,
fabulous.
a lot for the money.
Absolutely.
And I'm just looking at that top one here. We've got 11 pieces in one set.
Right.
So again, we've got that lovely focal point, haven't we? And then the additional stamps. So do you want to flick through them, Deb?
So this one is Fairy Tale of Dreams, and just look at her.
I know.
She is
Shall I see if I can
absolutely
bring these in at the
beautiful.
side?
She's got that Cinderella feel about her.
this.
But look at this when it's coloured in. Now look how incredible that actually is.
It's got the carriage and everything on there,
Absolutely.
hasn't it?
So when you think about these stamps, I mean, not only is she an amazing talent, but she's absolutely thought of everything when it comes to popping on what you need with that stamp set. And it gives you all the detail here on the back, so you can see straight away that you're going to be able to create lots of different scenes. Now, there's a little bit of a back in here about our Molly Harrison, and she's actually from California.
She is, yeah.
In the US.
Yeah.
And she does lots of fantasy art, which we can see straight away in this.
It is stunning.
It is. So that's the Fairy Tale of Dreams. Now, the price is, you can buy these singly if you want, Jan. £9.99 or $14.95.
Which is good value for what you get.
When you think what you're getting on there.
But
however,
we can do better than that today, can't we?
We've got a special on. So you can choose two for £15. Is that right? £15? Or $24 now. That's a real good saving.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So shall we show you the next one? Because this is not what we're telling you. We are giving you the choice. We're putting this into your hands of what you want to choose. If you want the one, that's fine. But if you want to get those two, you get to choose. Now, this one is a summer day. Look at her sat on a toadstool.
She's absolutely beautiful, isn't she?
Even down to these butterflies. And our Jan's got one, as if by magic.
Bring this one in. Look, this is what it looks like when it's stamped.
Absolutely. And you can can do absolutely anything. So you can stamp with your or painting pads and what's the word I'm looking for?
Emboss on top of them, yeah.
So you can emboss on top of them.
Yep.
You can colour them with whatever choice of medium you like, whether you use those water reactive ink pads, whether you use
alcohol
your tri
markers,
blend, spectrum, classics, all those other things, or ones we've got coming up in a bit, our gorgeous colour blends. So that is the summer day. Now the next one, I love this one. This is the Sea of
beautiful,
Bubbles.
isn't she?
Look how beautiful she is.
See what
that lovely mermaid. She's just stunning. And as if by magic, our Jan's fetched one in here. Our design team have knocked these right out of the ballpark. My goodness, these are stunning. We'd love to take credit for these cards, wouldn't we, Jan?
But no, these are our fabulous design team. No, and again, like you just said, Deb, you know, whatever your choice of colouring medium is, you could be doing these with paint.
You could.
You know, your alcohol markers, your aqua markers, pencil crayons, the water reactive inks, like you've just said, the pigment inks and embosser. There's so many different ways. You could be using glue on them and then adding glitter to them to bring out elements of them, you know. So the tacky glue works great for that because it dries clear. For this one example, you know, you could fill all the tail in with glue, pop your glitter on, let it dry, and all you would see would be the glitter because the glue dries clear. Beautiful. So many different ways of using them.
There is.
Just colour to your heart's content.
Absolutely. And you can get lost in your colouring. So that's the Sea of Bubbles. The next one
I haven't actually got a sample for this one.
The hearts. That's because we've still got them down at studios. Yeah, because we've had them.
I thought they might have been in transit. But I like this one.
But she is so beautiful. She's just got that lovely, I don't know, that really is mystical
like
to me.
Ethereal,
That's just
aren't they? Yeah.
absolutely gorgeous. And that beautiful art. So you can see again, a beautiful stamp design. Now this, you know, is my favourite. I love her.
It is.
Lily of Love. Just look at her.
How beautiful is that?
She's got
that really
features,
is.
hasn't she?
But wait while you see the sample, Deb.
I can't wait to
in
see
a
the
different
sample.
colour.
Go on then.
How stunning is that? You wouldn't think they were the same stamp, would you?
No, and that is, oh God, who's done that? That's just stunning. Linda, whoever you are, Linda on our Spectrum Radar design team, that is beautiful,
isn't it? But as I say, you wouldn't think that they were the same. The actual same
and
stamp.
This is the thing, you can change them up.
Put your own your own style to it, can't you? Yep.
So that's the Lily of Love.
Yep.
Now the next one we have is Martha's Garden, and look how gorgeous she is.
Yeah.
She's tree hugging.
She is.
She's
and
tree hugging.
I think these are all down at the studio as well.
Yes, they are. So that's Martha's Garden.
Yep.
Don't forget, not only are you getting the stamp itself, but you're also getting on here some sentiments as well that match really beautifully. So again, that is so lovely. Now, Poppies of Amethyst, and I know you love this one.
I'm going to demo with this one.
You are.
Yeah,
look at this
just
one.
Look at this.
Look how incredible that is.
Just by adding, it's been stamped out, it's been embossed in silver,
Absolutely
it's been
gorgeous.
coloured with, I think this is an aqua blend on this one, it looks like a watercolour.
Yeah.
And then just by adding that background in, again, it all lends to that lovely sort of fantasy, sort of mythical kind of thing, doesn't it?
Absolutely beautiful. So the next one we have is our Sultry Sue.
Sultry Sue, yes.
Sultry
what
Sue.
A name.
Absolutely stunning
again,
though, but look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. And look at this. Life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale by Hans Christian Andersen.
Yep.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And again, the little bits here that have been decoupage, we've got extra flowers on here. Those are separate elements in the stamp set as well.
So you can see those up there.
So you get, again, that main image plus separate elements to go with it.
So,
brilliant.
Today's incredible deal on these, and these are, I mean, when I say really quite recently launched,
They
I had them on a couple of weeks back.
They are, I was
so
surprised.
we're giving you a great opportunity to get hold of some, whether you just want the one, that's fine, £9.99, that's fine. However, two for £15 today, or, let me just have a look, $24, an incredible price. Now, what also we have that's incredible, there you go, you can see them all laid out there, is we've got our colour blend pencils on the show. Now, our Jan is so super excited. So she absolutely loves these pencils. Spectrum Noir, obviously, Arlene's baby, but there we go. These are our colour blend pencils. Our Jan's going to explain a little bit more in a moment, but this is the choice. You can buy one set if you want today at £24.99 or $34.95. However, we're giving you a little cheeky special today, Jan. Two for £35 or $45. So if you want to get two today, take the opportunity, plus your Club Inspire.
I would be all over that.
I know you would.
I would be all over that, I must admit. So just a little bit about colour blends then. You know, we get excited about all these things. It doesn't take much to please us. I've brought 4 my sets today that we've got on the show for you, and they're all sort of grouped in colours. So we've got a natural set, got a floral set, we've got a shade and tone, and we've got primaries. Let me just move them over a bit so you can see them, And each one consists of 24 pencils. So a little bit about them, and I know one of the questions earlier on the, forgive me, I can't remember who it was, but somebody was asking what was the difference between these pencils to the ones that we had on, I think, a couple of weeks ago that were in the 6 packs of 6, the smaller sets. So there's 2 different sorts. I think we actually do sell some of the colour blends in sets of 6, but then there was also the graphite ones. I know you had those on not long ago as well. Slightly different ones. So the colour blend are a really high concentration of pigment, and the bit that I like about, and I get excited about the daftest of things, but I've bought crayons for a very long time, pencil crayons, and you know, you sort of buy them great big packs in the shops that are like a £5 for about 124 pencils, and then they do nothing but break on you constantly. The leads break and you just end up with a little tiny stump of a pencil and literally get what you pay for. So when we get onto a better quality one, these have got a really high high concentration of wax in the core of the pencil, which makes them much easier to use and less sort of chance of breaking them. Really creamy to use, and you get that sort of almost waxy finish on your finished design, even though they're a pencil crayon. So we've grouped them into sort of
colours,
different blends, really. I mean, this is a
tones.
naturals one, you know, so you've got quite a good range of colours in there. But if I just show you through the different sets, the florals one obviously is actually based around more of the floral colours. So again, you can see we've got those yellows into reds and pinks and purples, more of sort of your florally colours in there if you like colouring flowers and things.
Can I tell you
The
something
primary
else as well?
one.
You know, I love jam. The fact they're in their own tin.
Oh gosh, yeah, and
So
keep them.
don't be tempted to take them out the tin.
No.
Keep them in the tins.
The
Keep them in the
special
tins.
the special ones, they deserve their own tins. So again, the primary one, if you were just wanting to buy one set today, if you're new to these and you've not seen them before and you're wanting to try them, I would go for this particular one. The primary one's got a really good range of obviously what we said, primary colours in. You've got some mixers in there as well, because you've got your purples, you've got your pinks and your greens, which are technically your secondary ones, if you remember that colour wheel we were talking about. But a really nice range into the browns there at the end. So if you're just starting out and you wanted to try them, this would be the one that I'd recommend to start with. And then the last one that we've got on is shade and tone. So these are actually a slightly more muted colour palette, but this is when you start with your shading. You've got a lot of browns and greys in here, which are great to add to colours, to take that hue down, take the tone down in them, and start when you get a little bit more advanced and start mixing your colours together. Beautiful colour range. On the back of all the tins, it actually gives you the colour palette. So across here, you've got all the names of the colours, and I tend to keep them in the correct tin. I once had a lady ask me when we were at Chesterfield, she says, would you not put all your yellows together and all your pinks together? And under normal circumstances, that's how I would store things. But I do like to keep these in the colour palette that they come in, because they are sort of geared up. Like if I was going to be doing something that was, you know, sort of those slightly shadier colours, I'd be using this. I know if I was going to be colouring flowers, I'd go to that one. Couple of little tips on housekeeping, just if you do decide to buy into these. Because of that lovely wax core in there, there's a little trick with them if you do happen to drop one and it cracks in the middle, because there's nothing worse than keep sharpening and sharpening.
I've actually had a question
and
about
sharpening
that.
And it just literally ending up this big, and you think, crikey, I've wasted all my crayon. Little tip for you, if that does happen, if you've got these at home already or you're fancying buying into this today, if you get one where the core's actually cracked inside it, because it's wax will melt. Okay, so a hot water bottle is what we recommend. It doesn't want to be too hot, but a hot water bottle, and lay your crayon on it, and just the heat from the hot water bottle will just loosen the wax up enough for it to then re-solidify when it cools down and your pencil becomes whole again, which just blew me away. That is enough of a reason, I think, to buy these in the first place. And then the second tip is the sharpening side of them.
And that's the question that we've had. We've had
Yep.
a question from, I think it was Jean. What is the best way to sharpen them?
Yep,
And it's with any pencil.
We've actually got the Spectrum Noir sharpener on the show again,
Yep.
which would be an easy add-on in your basket for this one. And it's designed to fit these pencils perfectly. If you've got sharpeners at home, try them, but I always keep this one in with me because it's designed to work with these. And the trick, again, we learnt this when we were taught by the best, all right?
Yep.
And she said to us, turn the pencil sharpener. Okay, so if I can just find mine in my bag here.
So you
mine's
don't
already
turn the
open.
pencil, which is what you naturally do.
You do, and I did that for years.
Yep.
I did that for years. I got
It's
my
the
pencil out,
sharpener that you move.
and I popped it in, and I turned my pencil around and around, and that's where you end up losing bits of it. If you pop your pencil in and actually turn the sharpener, which it does feel a little bit alien at first, but you'll get a much better finish on the end of your pencil, and you'll get a nice point to carry on colouring with. So that's your Spectrum Noir sharpener. It's a dual one, so there's two sizes on there. All right, and again, pop that in your basket today. It's going to cost you peanuts just to add that onto the the shopping list. And then the other thing that we've got on to go with them is that these are actually blendable pencils as well. I think we're going to have a go in a second,
are indeed,
we?
yeah.
So we've also got a blending solution on there as well, which again, you know, this is sort of an add-on if you want to pop in your basket. So it is designed by Spectrum Noir. It's made specifically for us to use with these particular pencils, all right? And I'm going to show you how we actually use it to get them to blend together. And I think our Debs is going to have a go, aren't you?
I am indeed.
Yep.
I am
so
indeed.
let's get on to some stamping then, all right? So I've picked out our, I think it was she Poppies?
Oh.
Poppies, where is she? Poppies
she's
and Amethyst.
beautiful. Have you got a...
I have. So let's take
Absolutely
her out and
beautiful.
have a look. So just for starters, just look how many stamps are in there. That's
You can see
that
straight
gets
away.
me. So
I think there's 11, isn't there, on each one of them? Well, actually, some have got more.
Yes, they
some
have.
got more on, but yeah, there's 11 on this particular stamp set. So again, really beautiful. Now, they're also very big stamps as well. So we say nice big stamping platform or one of your large rocker blocks. We do have some of the rocker blocks on the show today as well, but you can see the stamp size. If I just bring that into there, you can see just how big she is and all that gorgeous detail.
Now, as far, let me just bend down behind you a second.
Oh, excuse me.
As far as I never touched you. She will fit.
She will.
On the 6-inch square one.
Yep.
Okay, but I prefer the extra leverage that you get with the big 8x8 one. I find you can get a little bit more to press down. Okay, so just to go back to cardstock, because again, this was one of the questions. People were asking the difference between the Nina card and the stamping card, okay, which was best. So again, I find that they fit in sort of compartments. For my background stuff that I was doing earlier, so anything water-based, sort of the aqua markers, anything like that, I prefer the stamping card or our watercolour card. All right, the watercolour card's slightly pitted. So again, stamping on there, you will get a nice image on it, but it's not as crisp as on a smooth cardstock. And this is 300 GSM, so it will take quite a bit of welly with regards to throwing water at it and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
The Nina cardstock is, I think it's 160 GSM, I think.
It is, and it's perfect for our alcohol markers.
Yeah, I prefer that for alcohol markers. Again, it's a smooth surface card. It's slightly less weight. So again, sort of I tend to think, you know, this one for water-based stuff and the Nina for the alcohol markers. That's how I work with them.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, you can do other things. I mean, this is great for making card bases as well. It's really sturdy.
So we've got deals on both. So we've got deals on the stamping card. We've also got deals on the Nina cardstock as well. And I believe it's 3 packs today that we're giving. I'm saying giving away.
Giving away.
Not giving away, but we can go and check the website out. Don't forget, you can shop and watch at the same time. So while you're on Crafters TV, you can watch at the same. You can shop. You can. I think it's amazing.
I know.
Click on the link and it takes you. It's just amazing. I just think
happy
that's,
land.
I know, absolutely. Go to that website and you can see straight away. Just the modern technology at its best. Right.
Right.
So,
I'm just looking for my ink pad.
oops. Which one did you want?
I want the flagstone.
There
Thank
you go.
And again, just a really quick one on this, because this was another question that I was watching earlier, and I know people get confused about the ink pads all the time. We've tried to make this as simple as possible for you. If you go and have a look for our Spectrum Noir Finesse ink pads, we've tried to make this as simple as it gets as with regards to what goes with what. So, doesn't really matter so much with the colour blend, because I'm not really going to be using water, so I could use either. But as a general rule of thumb, when I use my water reactive inks earlier, if I was using the aqua markers that are all water-based, we need a waterproof dye, because I don't want the line art to move. And it's even got the brush on there to say that it's okay to use it with water-based products, all right? The other one is actually, have we got the other one there, Debs? The alcohol one. So if you're using an alcohol marker, we need something that's not going to move again when we start using a solvent colouring medium. So this one's an alcohol-proof dye, and it's got a picture of the alcohol marker on it to say that, yes, it's okay to use it when you're using your alcohol markers to colour. And I don't think it gets much simpler than that. I really don't. I think Leanne did a fantastic job with these in answering that question, because it's been a lifelong puzzle for a lot of people, hasn't it?
One of the most asked questions when we were in shop.
Yeah.
Used to come into store and say to us, which one do you use which?
Yeah.
It was the most confusing. We've simplified it.
This has just made it simple. So watercolouring products go for the paintbrush, alcohol colouring go for the alcohol marker. Right. Do you want me to stamp this out?
Go on, I'll let you do it, because you're taller than me.
Because you do need to get a bit of leverage over it.
I need a little box. because I'm so small. I need a little box to get on the top to do the stamping. So I'm gonna let tall Nana Jan at the job.
So again, just make sure you're loading up. And again, I've gone for flagstone here, so it's not quite as harsh as sometimes
That
the
lovely
black.
soft, yes. Just it
little bit
softens the
softer.
image. Yeah, yeah.
And then I've got my stamping card at the ready. And then I'm just going to pop her somewhere in the middle. And I prefer to do this and then cut it out afterwards.
Yes.
Once you've decided what size you want to work out, whether you want to cut her out sort of fussy cut, whether you want to cut her out with a guillotine, I just find it's easier to do rather than trying to aim for the middle and get it skew with, or go for a piece of cardstock. Little presses all over. Just let that ink absorb into your card. And then when we're ready to take that away, we've got our reveal. And just look.
Oh,
that's testimony to the stamp.
just look how beautiful
Photopolymer
she
stamps,
is.
and they're absolutely beautiful.
They are, absolutely.
And pretty much dry, reasonably quickly. So let's have a look then. We'll go for, let's have a look. Shall we go for similar colours?
Primaries? Yeah,
Are they
why
the
not?
primary
Are they the
ones
primary?
then?
Oh
Shall
no,
we
the
go-
naturals.
Actually, I said primaries was a good one to start
You
with,
did.
didn't I? So let's have a look in here
did.
then. You can go for any colour. I'm going to change the colour up a wee
You
bit.
can, that's the
Yep.
beauty of these. You've got that many different colours in each of the sets. It's literally a choice, a personal choice on what you like.
So
definitely.
my stamping mat's done its job now. I'm going
So
to
move
take
that
that
out of
out.
the
I
way.
want to go back to a hard surface now.
Oh, you pop it down there, yep,
Pop that
yep.
down there. So what colour do you fancy a dress in then?
Oh, what about that lovely, should we go pink? We'll go pink.
Yeah.
One of
okay.
those lovely pinks.
So all I'm going to do is just have a look at them, and I'm going to take a couple of colours out that I think sort of go together. You can see that pinks are my favourite because look,
I can.
yeah, you can see there, look. So we've got a couple there, and what I tend to do is sort of go for a bit of scrap card, and I'll do a little tester to see what they look like and see whether the shades I want. So we'll just use a bit of this at this side of here, just to pop a bit out. And just try them, see if you've got two colours that are going to go together. So that one, not bad. It's a little bit red, isn't it, that one? So let's just try
a deeper one.
a deeper one. I think those two go together. So we'll
that's
keep
ne-
those
yeah,
two. We'll pop
yeah.
the lighter pink back. All right, and then I usually just write at the side of it which ones I've used so that if I do come back or if you want to repeat it, you know where you're at, okay? So lighter one first, just like you would with your alcohol markers, and just go for an area on her dress
Right,
just to
so
colour in.
here we go. So I'm
So
going
nice
straight
and
in
light,
there.
yep.
So, and I'm doing it lightly touched, John, because I always have people ask this question: do you go in really heavy and
No.
really dark?
Build
But
it
it's
up.
Exactly. So you're building that. What does Leanne call it?
Well,
Light
nice
and-
technical terms now. It's like the tooth of your card. If you looked at it under a
Yes.
microscope, it's almost got like little dimples in it. So by popping a layer down, it's like filling up a bun case. So by popping a light layer down like this, you're filling part of those little dimples up.
Do you want me to
And
stop?
then when we go over the top of it, it's a little bit more. You're filling a bit more in until you eventually, it becomes totally saturated with it.
I just find colouring so
Okay.
therapeutic.
So what I want to do now then is show you how the blending solution works just on this one first, because
And
you can see
This is
the
when you need your
difference.
stumps, don't you? Paper
Yeah,
stumps.
it should be on the website. I've
They
not actually
are
got them on the
indeed.
show today, but paper stumps look like this. So these are just a couple that I've grabbed out of mine, and they are literally just rolled paper. Now we sell them in a kit, which is
We
fabulous.
do, yes, we've got them in the kit. So you go over to the website and check the paper stumps out. Spectrum Raw, you'll find them on there, and there are various sizes.
They
so you've
are.
got thicker ones and thinner
Yep.
ones, and then
They
like you
come in
said,
a
there's a
lovely
lovely
case.
kit.
It comes with the pencil sharpener, and I think there's an emery board for filing
There
them
is,
as well, isn't
yeah.
there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okie doke. So what I do is decant out of the one that we had here.
Yep.
So this is how it comes to you. All I've done is taken some out into a little jar, and I've popped some sponge inside here as well.
Yes.
So that when I get into here, I can literally pop my paper stump in and just actually get some of the solution.
Because the one thing you don't want to do with your paper stump is take it directly into that bottle, because you'll just saturate your
Yeah.
paper stump and it'll be too
Yeah.
much. So that little top tip that Jan's just giving you is really worth taking on board and just popping that in,
Yeah.
just so that you know that you're not going to saturate that.
And this product is solvent based as well. So if you open that bottle and leave the lid off it, then it does start to evaporate. So it's worth
Disappear.
keeping it tight. So we've got a little bit on there now, and all I'm going to do, if you look at the difference, I don't know if we can get in really close on this, we might have to use the close-up camera. Okay, but just by going over the top of it with the blending solution, it's what I call scratchy colouring and non-scratchy colouring. So can you see how that's actually smoothing it out and taking away?
Absolutely beautiful.
I think we've got our Matt Cam on his way to cut. I want you to see this really close up.
He would have a nice cup of coffee.
You've got to get close up on it. All right, and I'm going to leave it half and half so that you can see the difference. But it makes a world of difference, and it's worth doing because you've got, all right, I'm going to leave that half done with the blending solution and the other half
You can see
without.
the difference though there between this side to this side. So you can see. Just lift that up slightly, Jan. Yeah, that's perfect.
Oh, I don't want to go out of shot.
Matt's coming really close. My goodness, Matt, you've come. Talk about Matt Cam, this one.
Yeah,
bit further down, further down. There you go.
So on the front here, as I say, it's what I call scratchy colouring. You can see where the the pencil's gone on, whereas on this side at the back, it's much smoother, so it blends it out. So that's one way of using it. And then what I want you to do is go in with your second colour now and think about where your shading would be.
Right, so shading would be on like creases, underneath.
Anything so underneath her arm, she's going to have some shadow, isn't she?
She is. So
again, just a little bit straight over the top. And you can do this before you blend if you wish. I tend to do the whole thing and then blend it afterwards.
And she'll have somewhere a
she
dress.
Will.
Now this will, again, because I always, people ask you, where do you put your shade? And I think sometimes, depending on where the light is, when you think about it.
It is, but if you just think about, if something's folded over the top of something, the underneath bit's going to be slightly darker, isn't it?
So just pop a little bit down there. Shall I pop a little bit on here?
That's fab.
And then a little bit just down here.
Yeah.
Now
and then again, you can use your blender now to actually blend that into the first layer.
And so you would just
little round circles. And if you're used to using an alcohol marker, it's a little bit like when you do that sort of first layer with your lightest colour, then you go in with your darker one, and then you blend it in with your mid-tone. So this is a similar kind of thing. And again, you can build up more than two colours. I tend to work with just, a lighter and a darker one. But can you see how that's softening it now?
Absolutely beautiful. It gives it a real, it's not like where it's taken away from it, it's just softening that line.
It does, and it just all sort of like merges into one.
Which is why we would definitely recommend when you're buying your colour blends, pop one of those into your basket, because it's going to make a whole world of difference.
Definitely.
So you would carry on doing that, wouldn't you, Jan? And you'd carry on building up your image with your colours, and you'd just keep softening that up until you're happy with your shade. And I know you've got
so
one
lighter colour down first, then go for your shading, and then I tend to do all the blending in one go. I just did this to show you the difference.
Because you can, can't you? Because the blending solution doesn't. So look how Jan, I've just got to just say, just look how amazing that looks.
If I bring that,
absolutely
just
beautiful.
Different colours, but exactly like you've just done there. You can see how I went in with the lighter colour first, and then the darker one to create the folds in the dress. I've used a little bit on her wings. Again, two-tone on here. And then the separate parts, you get the little tiny butterfly comes as a separate stamp, so you can bring him out. And then I'm just going to bring this up to the close-up. Can we get... have we got close-up in?
Is this a beard?
I just...
Shut up, turn around that way.
I just want to try and see if you can see on her wings. I've just gone over it with our clear sparkle overlay. Just because, again, they're not a watercolour crayon, so it doesn't move the ink, but you can add that layer of sparkle over the top. All right, so that was that one.
I just want to carry on colouring now, Jan.
I had a play with our sultry Sue as well.
Oh, look at this one. And this is the difference that you're choosing when it comes to choosing your colours with your colour blends. This is from your natural set, Jan, was that your
I think so, yes. So again, you've got sort of cool colours going. We were talking about the colour wheel earlier. So you've got the cooler shades here, and then you've got them lovely warm tones on that side. But
equally, just as beautiful. And again, the wonderful thing, like Jan just said, she does the colouring first and then does the blending afterwards, because it's not something that you have to dry or anything like that.
Quick.
You can go back to it to create that lovely depth and dimension.
Lose hours.
You do. How long did it take you? Because just a couple of hours, just in your craft room.
To be honest, I would say a good hour per design at least. It's not a quick one. It's just enjoy it and actually get the enjoyment out of seeing it.
And you can see just how beautiful those colour blends work, but added with that blending solution, a must-have. Don't don't forget your paper stumps as well, so that you can create that. And Jan's lovely top tip, which she taught me many moon ago, where you pop it into a little jar with a sponge, because you don't want to take your stump straight into that solution.
You don't need a lot of it. It'll last you ages, that bottle.
Yeah. So, shall we go back and recap those wonderful deals? Because they really are truly wonderful deals. £9.99 per one. If you just want to buy the one stamp set today, that is totally fine. But we're giving you the opportunity to grab yourself a couple of them for £15 or, sorry, 60. I keep saying 15, Jan. I'm getting him an extra quid off. But Sarah will be having words with me later. £16 or $24. And you can see those beautiful designs there. We've got personal favourites, both myself and Jan, but they're all incredibly beautiful. Molly Harrison, super talented designer.
Very talented,
We're very lucky that we were able to have this licence. We really were. So we also had those gorgeous colour blends. You've already heard Jan's top tips, Nana Jan's top tips today at £24.99. Should you just want the one set, pop in that solution, pop in those stumps, and you've got yourself a really good colour palette to start with. However, we're giving you that cheeky little deal again where you can get two sets for £35. So you can see the saving instantly, Jan, because if you were having two, that'd be
£50.
So you can see the saving. You save yourself £15, or two for $45 wherever you're shopping from. So again, an incredible deals that we have on that wonderful set. It's like you said, lose a couple of hours.
Oh, honestly, it's so relaxing. It really is. Yeah.
Now, we are really excited for the next bit. So, I'm just
Can
going
I
to tell
just say,
you.
reigning champion here, yeah.
Can you see its sulky face? Fighting talk. So, before we head over to the other side of the room, what we thought we'd do is show you how to shop and watch. We've got a little clip of our beautiful Joe.
Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day.
So, Jan, it's returned for 1 week only. Gloves out, gloves out. Thanks for reminding me, reigning champ. But for this 1 week, because our Joe's not here, we thought we'd
sneak in, didn't we?
We did say, can we have Crafty Wars?
We did. We had a little word with our crafty angel, and I think she set us a challenge, hasn't she?
Absolutely. Look at it, all laid out ready. And we've also got in the room, I wish I could take a picture and show you. We've got our gorgeous Matt Cam in the room. Hello there, Matt. Ooh.
Give us a wave.
He's giving a little wave.
Fantastic.
All ready to get in those close-up shots. Don't come too close though, Matt. Don't come too close. That's all I'm going to say. Right, Jan.
So before we have, I think she's left us a little message again. She leaves us little love notes.
Is he doing close-ups? I keep seeing little close-ups. Behave yourself, young man. Behave yourself. However, can we just explain, if you are a first time into the world of Crafters TV and don't know what Crafty Wars is, shall we tell you?
I think we should just have a recap, don't you?
So, we've got 15 minutes that's going to go on a clock above one of our heads in a bit.
It's already there, look. It's already there. It's pushed the button, look, already.
He's eager, isn't it?
Don't start it yet. Don't start it yet.
So we've got 15 minutes to design something.
Yes.
This is where pressure really comes on. However, we've got to design something because we've got some crafty goodies under here. We haven't got a clue.
No, I haven't
genuinely, we haven't got a clue what's under here. But we've got to design something for you, lovely viewers, to decide who's going to win Crafty Wars between Nana Jan or Nanan Debbie.
Yep. And I know it's tough asking you to choose between people. It really is.
But all you need to do is pop in the comments whether you want reigning champ I'm not going to live that down. Reigning champ to win, or whether you would like me. Do you know, I had plans that I were going to have Nana Jan written up back of you and Nana and Debbie up back of me.
We should have
'cause
done,
we're in the
shouldn't we?
Nana Club, you see. So I thought that's what we're going to do.
We should have done,
Completely forgot. However, so, are we ready?
Okay, let's have a
Have you
look
got
then.
the note?
Let's see what our little
Can we
crafty
read the note
angels
first,
put
Johnny?
for-
Don't
yeah,
start that
all
clock.
right.
We've got a
Don't
little
start the
note.
clock yet.
Don't be starting the
Okay.
clock. Right.
Right, it says, hi, Debbie and Jan. Tomorrow is Mardi Gras. Ooh, I'm liking.
Oh, no.
We need transporting to New Orleans.
Oh, no.
We need to celebrate in style using gold, green and purple. Gold for power, green for faith and purple for justice. Let's go party. Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
I was thinking I could burst into song now.
Love from our
right, so
crafty
Mardi Gras.
angel.
Mardi Gras.
Mardi
theme, that's
Gras,
bright,
really
isn't it?
bright and colourful, glitz
vibrant.
and glam, yeah?
Oh, I like that idea.
Fantastic. So we've got our 15 minutes are up on the clock there already.
Are you ready?
Are we going to do a big reveal then?
Right, go on then.
Yep.
Whip.
Woo, woo!
Whip.
Crikey,
Whip it off.
blimey.
Ooh,
Right.
ooh, now then, lots of
In
lovely
we go.
goodies. First things
Oh,
first.
we've got plates there. Let's take
Plates.
those out. They're on my plates for me,
Oh,
Gemini.
embossing folders, Matt. We've got embossing
Oh,
folders.
this
We've
is
got...
one of my favourites. I love
I'm
that
just
one.
looking at that. I absolutely love this.
Party look.
Yep, lots of
Oh,
embossing.
loads of, oh, we've got some bling. I like a
blingy
bit of
gems,
bling.
blingy gems.
What have we got in here? Embossing
look
powder.
at all papers as well. Look, we've got lots of
Embossing
lovely
powder.
gorgeous
I've
colours.
got gold.
Hey, bit of ribbon,
Bit of ribbon.
Bit of ribbon
Have
as
I got
well.
bits of
Actually,
ribbon?
let me make sure I
I've
keep
got
my
some
bits.
colouring implements.
Gold,
some
green and
classics.
purple cardstock.
Oh, she's been thinking about
My
this, hasn't
goodness.
she?
Oh, this is Mardi Gras.
I love it. I've got some little colouring ones.
Harlequin stampings.
Oh!
Uh-oh. Oh, we've got a stamping platform. We have lots of
Fantastic.
other little bits of it. She's thought of everything.
Do you know?
Embossing powder.
Oh, I don't know where to start, Debs.
Wait a minute. Is that clock started? Has that clock started?
Right, it has. He's already started it.
Stop
Look,
talking,
We've got
Jan,
some
stop
bits
talking.
in middle
We've got to
look as
decide
well
what
that
we're
we can
doing.
share.
Hang on a minute. What bits have we got in the middle?
We've got some bits in middle to share, look.
Oh,
Right, I'm going to move that to the front there.
Right, hang on a minute.
Okay, let me think.
Are they your scissors or mine? Or are
I
they
don't
Shirley's
know.
scissors?
I
Put
don't know.
them
I've got
down
some
there.
in here. Right.
Now, think, Debbie, think.
Oh, my days.
Think, Debbie, think.
Right.
Oh, no.
I need some cardstock for a base. Let's have a look what we're going to use for a base. We'll go purple for the base.
Right,
We'll have some
so-
gold, and she wanted some green as well.
Did
didn't
she say we'd left? Oh, look, she has. She's thought of everything. Oh, even scoreboards as well. She's a good lass,
I'm
this
just
one.
having a
She
look at
is.
the cardstock. I
Now,
like a bit-
scoring
ooh,
tool.
look at
Let me
that
just
one.
delve down in my bag.
One of my favourites, that one.
Right, so now then, this
have
is the
one of
decision
them.
though. What do you do for Mardi Gras, Jan?
What do you do for Mardi
I've never been
Gras?
to a Mardi Gras.
Well, I don't think I can bring a mask
Isn't that when
out.
them
I'm not
le-
that good.
Isn't that, isn't that when all the people dress
Could
up
you- yeah,
scantily
I could
clad
do it like-
and they have like little twirly things and those kind of things and bright feathers.
You
and
go
stuff
for it.
like
I'm
that.
going to do an invite.
You're invited.
I'm sticking with an invite to Mardi Gras, yeah.
Oh, I like that idea.
I'm not,
That's a
I'm not doing
nice
twirly
idea.
bits for anything.
I love a bit of twirly.
Do you?
I do love a bit of twirling,
Right,
yeah.
so I'm going to chop my card down to make a card base, and we're going to go about there.
What you making, Jan? An invitation, did you say?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh,
And then
I
we're going
like
to go
it.
about
Right, so that's that one.
there.
Another bit of
And then I
cardstock.
need
Have we got a
to
bin,
do...
Jan?
Oh, what?
A bin?
A bin?
Have we got a bin?
I
bet we
have
haven't got
no
a bin.
idea.
Oh no, we can't leave craft room a mess. Our Sarah's in. We can't leave it a mess. The boss is in. She's here with that special.
Cutting that down.
Wait a minute. Look. I'm gonna have to go and grab. Wait a
I'm
minute.
concentrating. I'm on my numbers.
I don't
That's
wanna
it.
throw
Cutting
things
that
off,
down.
Laura. I'll throw
Right. So
things
then
off
I need
back.
to score. Have we got a score tool? I've got one in here.
I've got a spare one if you want to
It's all
borrow
right.
it.
I've got one in here. So I'm going to score at
Right. So
there.
what are you making?
So back on my scoreboard, and then I'm going to score there. Like
Right. So I'm going with a twisted easel.
And then I'm going to go there. Again.
Wrong glue. Let me go in here.
And there again.
Oh God. Yeah, where is it gone? Oh, I might have to do a dart across room. Get out of my way.
Well, she's
Move
off
out my way.
already. Where
I,
you
I
off
think
to?
I think I've moved me,
She's
me
gone.
glue. What have I done with it? Jan, got it. We ain't got any all-purpose glue. I'll fetch them over for us.
Have you got some?
Well, you get that thing out my face. I've got something to create.
Right.
Something Mardi Gras. I can't think Mardi Gras theme. I think I'm just
I'm
going to
just
go
gonna
bright.
go wild with my
I'm just gonna
colours,
go
I
bright.
think.
I'm going to say. Hang on a minute. I'm blocked.
Hang on, let
I've
me
got a
think. That's
blockage.
going to go
There we go.
that way.
Let's pop that on.
That's it. Right, so I'm going to go with...
So I'm making a twisted easel.
I'm doing a Z fold.
Oh,
I think
okay,
if it works out, and I'm just going to mat and layer in all these gorgeous colours.
Right, so now
one.
then. What to make? Oh,
Two.
I just thought of something there, right. So we're going brights, aren't we? So gold, bit of gold.
And then I want
So a bit of matting and layering.
Lots
Snap.
of matting and layering, yep. Okay. And I'm going to go with all them gorgeous colours that she mentioned. I can't remember what they were for, can you?
What were it again?
Something for power.
Power, faith
something
and
for
justice.
Yeah. I've
See,
not
I've
heard
got a good
that
memory.
before.
I've got a good memory when I want.
Then I want to do...
Bit of matting and layering. Let's get this on. Bit of gold.
I'm going to do...
Let's get that straight on there.
That
How are
one.
we doing for time, Johnny?
Are you sticking already? Don't
I'm getting the
forget to
mats and layers
vote.
doing. I'm getting. Oh
Yeah,
yes,
don't
got to
forget
keep
to
voting
vote,
in the
yeah.
comments.
Team
Reigning
Debbie or
champ,
Team Jan?
Nana Jan,
Nana Jan, Nan and Debs.
or so loser, Nana and Debbie.
Oh, I think we should win today.
Oh, do you know? I'll tell you when the last one. I won with pumpkins, Jan.
Did you?
Back in October. No,
think-
no, wait a minute.
I think mine were a win over Craig last time, if I remember rightly.
You won over Matt and Craig.
I did, yeah.
Oh my days. Look, can you see now? I've got me a little bit of blingy bling going off here, a little bit of twisted easel going off. But I just want to make sure I've got my matting and layering. I'm going really bold, really. Oh, do you know what? Bit of gold and purple. Were the green? Were green the other theme?
Green, yeah,
Green,
I've got
the other
some
thing.
pistachio for me
Gosh,
green.
pistachio's beautiful. I'm just chopping my
I'm
mats
just
and layering
trying to
before I
remember
decide what I'm
what,
designing. Right, so
what widths I used.
what for?
For me, because stuck.
Well, I'm
That's,
trying.
I think that's right.
That's the got. Yep, got my matting and
Brilliant,
layering.
yeah.
Oh, it's double-sided.
Right, eh?
Oh, I like this.
Oh!
Double. Oh, I say. Julie, where did you get this one from? Ooh. I'm just thinking it's from one of Sarah's collections. This.
Right, I
That
also want to
double-sided
do
one. There we go. That's my mat and
That
layering
there.
in that one.
that there. And then I'm also going to put in my...
9 minutes. Where does it go?
That's what we've got left.
Yeah, that's
You're
all we've got
kidding
left
me.
out of 15 minutes. We talked too much
Oh,
at the
I'm
beginning, Jan.
not going to be able to get all this done in 9
Right, so that's my
minutes.
mat and layering. Don't
Right,
let me
I'm
move
gonna
on my
pop
bits out
that-
of way. Notice how clean them. Oh, is that yours?
Don't
I'm
you
pinching-
throw my mats and layers away. You're not going to win like that, missus.
Right.
Right,
Oh, look, that's
a little
really
bit of die
colourful.
cutting. I need
Have a
that
bit of
one on.
this colour.
there.
Oh,
I'm
mind
gonna
you.
put my
Jan, have you got a
party
spare
out.
bit of this?
What, a spare bit of what? Give us a clue.
This, look, it's a
I
Mardi
think there's
Gras
some
looking
in my
cardstock. Have you got
basket if you want some.
Can I pinch it? Please, thank you
Yes,
very much.
because I'm really kind
Thank you
of
very
sharing,
much, Jan.
look.
Yes,
Just
caring is
remember
sharing.
that.
I'll
Just
remember it.
remember.
I'll remember
Oh
it.
no!
What's up?
Oh no!
Do you know,
I've got no power.
Matthew!
Has he turned it off again? Look at him smirking.
I knew he's smirking.
Just look at him
He's
smirking.
a little devil, and
He's
every time you can't trust
sabotaging
him,
us.
you know, you can't trust him. And I tell you something, Jan,
Sabotage.
Jan, can I tell you something else? Don't leave your phone lying around.
Oh,
Can I
no,
just
what's
tell
he
you?
doing?
Don't leave your phone lying around because he goes on and takes pictures of himself. Clean ones, clean ones.
Just step away from the hole.
I meant clean pictures. I did, I meant clean pictures. Sorry,
Right.
Matthew. Sorry, Matthew, trying to give you something else
Good
then, a
one.
different name. It's a back
Scissors.
cat.
I had some scissors in my basket. Where's they gone?
Right, just explain while I just hastily... I'm just twisted easel. Look at me,
You
matting
twisted
and layering.
easel?
Look,
What's this
Craig,
bit for?
Craig, look at this. Oh, it's one of them glue bogies. I'll get that away. Right, so let's put that there. That's the... Now I've got to decide what I'm designing on. Mardi Gras, Mardi Gras.
Oh, look at this, man.
Oh, we've got party. Look at this. Jan, I can't get in mine. Hang on a minute.
Nice.
Back out again.
Like it.
Oh, no, that's... Oh, do you know, it's almost like we're on the same wavelength,
Tell ya,
Jan.
we
We're
do
on
it a
the
lot,
same
don't we?
wavelength. Only thing is, mine's not open, so I'm going to have to go in mine.
Would you like to borrow mine?
It's too late now, I've opened it. Oh, thank you, Jan. Well, you've got scissors
See,
stuck
I'm
on
too
yours.
good to you.
Right,
And
so
I
want
heard
it
you
in
blaming
gold.
me earlier for moving things.
I said what?
I heard you blaming me for moving
Don't know
things
what you're talking
earlier.
about. Don't know what you're talking about, girl. Right, what have I done with my plates? Oh, what's wrong with my plates?
I haven't moved
Matthew?
your plates. Where did you put them?
Where's he put? Oh, there.
Do you know?
Matthew didn't move them after all.
What kind of layers did you bring to wrap up for cold today, Debs?
What did I what?
What kind of layers did you bring to wrap up for cold?
For cold?
Yeah, for snow outside.
Nothing. I've left me Do you know, Matthew, I thought you'd be able to... I left my coat at home.
She left the coat.
I left my coat. I've come to the coldest place in the north of England. Snowing. It is snowing. I've come in my pumps.
Your pumps?
I've come in my pumps.
And no coat?
And no coat. Left them at home.
And then parked a car on a hill?
Yeah, and then John had to help me up it because they were falling everywhere.
I just love it. Oh,
that's what friends are about, isn't it, love? That's what friends are about. Oh, gosh.
He keeps telling me my time's
Hang on a
disappearing.
minute.
This happens when I go in my craft room on a regular basis.
Yeah, but we don't
I
have
think
15
I've got
minutes to
loads
produce something.
of time and then it just disappears.
Yeah, but we don't have 15
Right,
minutes,
that's
Jan,
going
do we?
on there.
Right, cut my party, so I'm going to have my party going as my stopper.
So, and then that
So
one's
let
going
me
to
have that as
go.
my
I love this
stopper.
double-sided card.
Oh, I need some chunky glue. Chunky glue.
Put that one on there.
Bit of chunky glue. Let me just, oh,
That
no.
one's
Oh,
gonna
no,
go on.
not chunky glue. Hang on a minute.
There.
Oh, foam pads. Jilly.
And then I want to put my
Oh.
green.
I'm starting to sweat.
Into here.
I can see it. Pressure's mounting, Jan. It's pressure's mounting. Right, don't forget how
5
many minutes. No, he's
Do
messing
you know
it
what? I
up.
think he's doing
I'm
it
sure
on
he
purpose.
yeah, he definitely chucks things off there, doesn't he? He takes
I think
time
he's
off
taking
just
some
to tell
time
us.
off just to try and make it even more.
Absolutely.
So yeah, don't forget to pop your votes on, guys. I know
Yes.
it's hard making you choose between us.
Oh, look, I've got my topper going off. Can you see my little top? What was that? What was that? Do you know? There better not be no skullduggery going off. No skullduggery. Let me grab another cup. Right, hang on a minute.
Right, so my green's going to go
Jan,
on
have you got
there.
any gold spare?
Got some glitter.
Oh, no, it'll do. I've got one. I've got one. I'm going to cut another one out.
Go on there.
Right, so if we've
Trim
got...
that bit off.
Pop that in there. Run that through. Oh, it's the pressure, Jan. It's the pressure. Do you know? Oh. Do you know? Jan, why are you so tidy?
That's just how I am.
Look, you're so
I
calm,
can't
so
help it.
tidy. Look at stay to
I
my
can't
side to your
help it.
side.
That's going to be my green bit on there, but I think I
Alright.
need something a bit stronger to stick that on. Let me use me.
Oh, he's going to be telling
Stop
us 3 minutes in a
it.
minute. Is this a 3 minutes?
He said 4 minutes.
4. Oh,
Just
God,
make it stick
Bennett.
on 4 minutes, Johnny.
So don't forget, get your votes in. Johnny's going to be having to do the counting. So is it Nana Jan that you want to win today? Or Nanan? Or no, should I say, this is my name, Glamour.
Glamour.
I got nicknamed Glamour.
Glamour.
Debbie. Yes.
Well, that's better than last nickname you told me.
Oh, shh. Keep that bit quiet. Okay, back. And tell you what, Jan, don't ever tell them down at Create and Craft what your nickname is.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Oh, they all know it now. That's why they keep shouting at me through corridors, and it's. I wish I'd never told them. I wish I'd. Where's my card gone? Who's got my card? Oh,
You, what,
it's
honestly?
there. It's there.
She's-
Right. Let me just think.
Oh, they're all stuck together.
Oh no, I've ripped it.
They're all stuck together. Let me put them in there like that. We'll have.
Let's get
some
that
of them.
there. Right, so
They're going to go on
have I done with die
there.
cutting? Maybe not. Pop them down there for a
Oh.
second. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no.
Oh,
3
no,
minutes.
3 minutes. Oh.
Where did that go? Seriously?
It just disappears too quick.
It does.
I'm dying to have a look at your
I think we
your
should
Zfo
have.
card.
I think we should have more than 15 minutes.
Oh,
it's
most
too
definitely.
stressful.
Absolutely. Do you know, we could do it
Too
at least 2 hours, Jan.
stressful,
2 hours
honestly.
at least. What do you think?
2 hours. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
I've dropped my bits on floor.
You've dropped your bits on floor. I
I
told
have.
you about them bits before.
I didn't mean to drop them on floor. I needed to... Jan, have you got that other party that I could just borrow for a second?
What other party? I've
You know
given
the
you my
party where?
party.
Have you?
It's there.
Oh, of course you did.
I haven't got one left. Mine's bare, look, because I lent it you. It's good if I don't need it back.
I just
Isn't
thinking I
it?
could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. How many minutes
Honestly.
have we got left, Johnny?
2 minutes. Oh, my days. It does take time to come up with these ideas, you know. I think we should extend it
Yeah,
to
we
20
should get
minutes.
credit for this, actually. 15 minutes. Would you normally have 15 minutes to create something?
No, I'd be
That's
thinking
what
about
I'm
it for
saying.
15 minutes before I even started. Honestly.
Most definitely. Right, I don't want my stamps. Let's have a think what else I want.
Right, I think,
Little bit of decoration. Have you finished?
unless I can find anything else
oh,
to
Jan,
stick
that's
on it,
beautiful.
I could
That's
do it. I would
beautiful.
have liked to have cut something out of there.
Oh,
but
no, I
have-
didn't cut it all the way through.
Oh.
I've got to run that back through again. Oh, Debbie thinking
Ribbon,
she
there
was
was some
putting time
ribbon.
down. I
There was
could have
some
done with
ribbon,
little
weren't there?
plates
Where
for
did I
this.
do with my ribbon? Ribbon, let's have a look. Can we put a... Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's a bit snazzy.
Ooh,
That's definitely green.
it
Oh,
is. And rather
go
than
round
do
it.
a bow, because I've only got what left, Johnny? A minute. Where's she gone?
I couldn't wait to get it out of the side.
I thought you'd left the building then.
No, no. I'm just trying to get it die cut out in time.
Have you had your chunky glue out?
I had it out, but then I stopped. I stopped using it because I thought, no, I'm not going to use chunky, I'm going to use foam instead.
Right, I need something
I'm taking
to
a leaf
stick
out
the
of our
ribbon on.
Craig's book. Oh my goodness, no way. No way a minute. No way. I'm not having it.
Oh, they don't cut very well.
Oh, now then,
Because you need a pair of Crafters Companion scissors. Look at difference there.
What's that?
Wow.
Oh,
Right, I want to stick that one
oh no.
just on the front there, but I need something. What can I stick it on with, Matt? What
Right,
can I
where's my
stick it on
gems?
with? We need something
Poke
that's going
tool,
to stick
poke
together.
Poke tool.
It's going to have to be tape pen
Oh!
for now.
How much is he saying?
How many?
No. No. We need at least another minute, Johnny, please. At
Right.
least another minute. Ah, stab myself with poke tool. Oh. Have you finished? No way, Jan. No
That's my
way.
party invite to Mardi Gras.
Have we stopped? Has the clock
10
finished?
seconds.
Oh.
7.
Oh.
6.
No, hang on a minute.
5.
I'm not done.
4.
I'm not done.
3. 2. 1.
Oh, I've just got my gems down, that's it. But I've got an injury, Jan.
What
I
you done?
I stabbed myself with poke tool.
Oh no! Got an
I'm
injury.
going for sympathy vote. I'm going for sympathy vote.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Sympathy vote. So, are we
Oh,
ready? Are we
blimey.
ready to show off our way? Look at you, so tidy, so organised.
I'm just
so
clearing
calm.
up now, yeah.
Look at state of
Clearing
this.
up.
Jilly, I promise, if you're watching, I will clear it up. I will. And if the boss is watching, I promise I will clear it up.
Will
Let's
ya?
have a look at your gorgeous creation.
That's
then.
my party invite then.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
That's for my Mardi Gras invite.
Absolutely gorgeous.
For our little crafty angel, okay?
Oh, I'll show
I'm
you
liking the
mine.
paper.
So
I like the
I've gone
paper.
full on Mardi Gras.
Yep.
Party, party, party.
Yep.
That's what our Joe would say. Party, party. And I've even used my party as a stamper. I did want to put another one there
Yeah.
to go the whole log. However, sweat allowing. A proper sweet beads of sweat dropping off everywhere. But I've used all the colour themes there and I've even used some little gems. And if I had a bit more time, there would have been a little bit more partying going
bit
on
more
in there. Because
partying.
what is Mardi Gras all about?
Yeah, it is, but it's not long,
about
is it?
partying. So there we go, that's on a twisted easel.
15
However,
minutes is
15
not long.
minutes is never long enough.
It really
My
isn't.
finger's stinging, Jan, my finger's stinging. It's almost part and parcel, isn't it?
Poking it. Have we got a winner then?
Poking my finger. Oh, we got a winner.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so excited. Drum roll, please.
Very close.
We're very close.
Very close. Which Nana is?
No!
Sorry!
I give up.
I think
give
that's
up.
3 in a row. I think. I might have to put my crown down and pass it on next time. Thank you very much.
I just can't.
Do you want to come to my Mardi Gras party?
Right, so thank you very much. We all know
goodness,
it's a
we're
bit
nearly
of
done.
fun.
Look at
I know, I
time.
can't believe how fast
What we
it's
got coming
flown.
up?
So what we've got coming up, let's just say, congratulations by the way.
Thank
again.
you.
However, what we've got coming up, we've got our lovely Sarah coming up tomorrow.
Oh,
a very
wow.
special.
Tune in.
5 p.m.
Yep.
Absolutely fantastic. And then we've also got something exciting that you don't know about just yet. Our lovely John Scott is joining us at the beginning of March, which is next Tuesday. Take a look at this.
Right.
Welcome to John Scott's Sewing World here at Crafters TV. Join us every Tuesday from 8 o'clock till noon for a fabulous fabric frenzy. We'll learn together, we'll laugh together, and we'll shop together. I'll be bringing you the best products, the best projects, the best people to bring your passion for sewing to life.
Oh, can I just tell you, the trip hazards that we nearly had in here running over ourselves
Oh
to
my
get
days.
to this side. So we haven't quite finished.
We've got
although
one more
literally
thing,
we've
haven't
got
we?
a couple of more
One
things.
more
But
thing.
we won't want to show you what Old Monday Makers is about. Craft Ambassador. So shall we just tell you, normally our Joe at this point rings. He has
Yeah.
a little telephone conversation and a nice
Fantastic.
little talk. However, Joe's not here, so we are going to just reveal this week's Craft Ambassador, and we haven't got the cup with us. However,
It's in the other room.
this is our latest Craft Ambassador. Now, oh, look at this. I can't pronounce your name. Well, just give me a sec. Bianco Rivera. I hope that's
Yeah, from the
Bianco.
US.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. What a
Fantastic.
gorgeous name. However, can we tell you what she's made?
Are you ready? This is amazing.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
you look, I think that's some of our new dies, isn't it? There?
These are the balloon sentiments and stamps, the die setting sentiment. Oh my days, that is absolutely gorgeous.
They are beautiful.
So congratulations. You
To our
are this
Bianca,
week's
yeah.
Crafters Ambassador. Crafters Companion Ambassador. Is that right?
Yep.
And you're going to get that lovely mug winging its way over to you. It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you for sharing that beautiful, beautiful design. Oh, look, he's even fetched us. Look, this, bless him.
I thought you were
Even
bringing
fetched-
it in
I
then,
know, look at him leaving it. There we go.
bring
Oh, look.
it in.
There it goes again. Ugh.
Oh,
he's doing it
it's-
deliberately. He's got
I
short
thought you were
arms.
coming in between us
So
then.
yes, so this gorgeous mug is coming to you, and this is what you could win if you want to join in Crafters Ambassador. Send us a picture
Yep.
of yourself. Send us a picture of your make,
work.
and it can be absolutely anything. And I mean anything. And
Any
send
type
it.
of craft.
Have we got a little bit on the bottom, Johnny?
It's coming.
Come in.
It's coming. Anytime
There
now.
we go. Anytime now, you'll see CC Ambassadors at crafterscompanion.co.uk.
That's the
So
one.
please send all your details, picture of yourself, a little bit about you, and also contact telephone number, because don't forget our little
Yes,
Joe's
if Joe
gonna
wants
ring
to give you a ring,
He'll
that'd be
ring you.
great. I like that.
Whew, right, my goodness. I don't know
me.
about you, Jan, but I
Look
need
at
to lie
that,
down.
6 o'clock on the dot.
I know, how fabulous. So,
I'm shattered.
thank you very much for joining us. You can watch back at any time. These deals are available for 48 hours.
Yep, don't forget that 24-hour deal that will only be available until around about sort of just after 4 o'clock tomorrow. But that was that extra discount off the clearance section on our website. Get that clear 10 popped in your code, and that'll take off the
By the
discounts.
sounds of it, Jan, from the comments that I've been reading, you've been taking extra advantage
I
of
don't
that.
blame them. I
So,
don't blame them.
Thank you very much. It's been
Yes,
lovely working
it's
with
been
the best
great
details.
to be back. I think I'm back again next Monday,
Yes,
so
yeah.
it'd be nice to work with Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Joe will be back tomorrow with our Sarah. We've got a very special Crafters TV event going off at 5 p.m. So please do tune in
Yeah.
for that.
And don't forget, if you've not already been over and liked our Crafters TV page, that's the place to be. That's where we'll be putting all the updates in future and letting you know what's going on. So make sure you pop over there, click the like button, and you'll be in the know.
And come and
Okay.
join me on Wednesday for Creative Cravings. We've got a fabulous
Fantastic.
show lined up. So, I can breathe.
So from
I
us
want a
two
coffee.
nanas, we'll see you very soon.
See you soon.